Chapter 3321. Lei Yichen has not been out for many years, and now he and Shen Shang appear on Bloodwind Island, and it is surprising to see so many buildings appearing here. What is going on here? How come there are so many buildings? Who built it here? Lei Yichen was a bit angry because the Bloodwind Island was the landing position they sent. Shen Shang hastily pulled him to hide. The people here are from Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. Among them, there is strength. If they don't explore the strength of the other party, he doesn't want to conflict with these people. Master, is this island important to you? Shen Shang saw Lei Yichen very angry. Of course, this is the only place we have to enter and exit the ancient fire god sect. It was originally a desert island. Lei Yichen said. Although we have not come out for a long time, we can't just be casually occupied. We used a lot of time to build the island in the Sea of Fire. In fact, the people above are Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. Shen Shang said. I heard that they were all transferred from an ancient teleportation formation, and I don't know what teleportation formation is. Lei Yichen pondered and said, as the ancient teleportation formation. Is it left outside of us that year? How did these guys discover it? What purpose did they occupy this place? Shen Shang suddenly saw a few people coming over. He whispered, Master, if wanted to catch them and ask, maybe they know. Lei Yichen nodded and did not say hello to Shen Shang. Unexpectedly rushed out alone, only to see that he released a large black bag, and all of them were immediately involved in the bag and dragged over. The 5 people were not weak, they were all in the stage of violent world-defying realm. Lei Yichen shot, but they caught them all at once. Go, we are hiding in the Sea of Fire. Lei Yichen looked at the black bag and took Shen Shang to the Sea of Fire. Entering the blood of the Sea of Fire, Lei Yichen released a field. Blood fire cannot enter the field. Lei Yichen put out the 5 people in the bag. After the 5 people were released, they turned white and looked very embarrassed. They didn't know what kind of strength in Lei Yichen's bag. It made these people look like hell. The same. Several of you, if you don't answer my question honestly, I will put you here again. Lei Yichen said with a cold face, scared the few people straight. They felt that their strength is very strong, but the person in front of them can grab them casually, certainly not weak. Besides, they were tortured in the bag before, and they didn't want to go in again. What is your purpose in building a city on that island? Asked Lei Yichen. We built the island mainly to move a link to the ancient teleportation formation of the world-defying Soul River. A slightly fat middle-aged man said. The teleportation formation can pass the expert in the world-defying Soul River. Our Violent Blade Clan has some experts on it that are very interested in the bloody Sea of Fire, but they need a long time to get from the world-defying Soul River to the Sea of Fire. Are they just interested? Lei Yichen said with a sneer. Quickly say. The chubby middle-aged saw Lei Yichen holding the bag and shaking a few times in front of them, could not help but shudder. No, they are not interested, but come here to find Tao Creation Saint Stone. The fat middle-aged man was scared and his voice trembled. Shen Shang frowned. The people above Soul River God Clan are actually playing the blood of the Sea of Fire, and the blood of the Sea of Fire is the site of the ancient fire god sect. According to Lei Yichen, the bloody Sea of Fire is under them. The bait used to attract Tao Creation Saint Stone. There are so many Tao Creation Saint Stones on the world-defying Soul River. Why are you running down? Lei Yichen also thought of many things. He thought it was very important. After he went back, he needed to heavily told Dean about it. The Tao Creation Saint Stone on the world-defying Soul River is not so good. The Tao Creation Saint Stone of the Sea of Fire is not easy to grasp, but it is easier to find than on the world-defying Soul River. The year was scared like this, it should not be said indiscriminately. Shen Shang has long known that this blood is not simple, it must be added with special energy, so the soil that can become Tao Creation Saint Stone adolescence will attract Tao Creation Saint Stone to land from world-defying Soul River. The guys on world-defying Soul River actually look at it here. Don't they know who the site is? After you go back to the bastards, tell them that this is the site of ancient fire god sect. If they don't go out again we are welcome. Lei Yichen coldly snorted, and then Shen Shang beat these people and threw them back to Bloodwind Island. The whole blood of the Sea of Fire is the site of the ancient fire god sect. The original ancient fire god sect also used a lot of effort to make this weird blood of the Sea of Fire, and now some people want to come here to share them. The outcome of that. Although Lei Yichen rarely came out, he was very familiar with the road here. He didn't take long to take Shen Shang out of the blood of the sea, to the bloody desert. Our people of Ancient Fire God Sect haven't been out for a long time, so this group of people will think that our Ancient Fire God Sect has been destroyed. Lei Yichin looked at the bloody fire behind, Sea with Fire, said with a sneer, Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, these guys are really daring, the Sea of Fire, but our Ancient Fire God Sect worked hard to attract Tao Creation Saint Stone. They didn't pay anything, they wanted to we have a piece of it, no door. Lei Yichin wants to go out with Shen Shang, so now I can't go back to the newspaper for the time being, and I can only wait until they go back. Master, do you have any divine tool that can run very fast? Shen Shang asked, before Lei Yichin ran with him. Of course. Lei Yichin took out a RV, which looked worn out, like bronze refining, and looked too much out of the luxury car. Is this Ji Yutong refining? Shen Shang felt that this was very similar to Ji Yutong's refining style, so he asked it casually. How is it possible? How can Ji Yutong old ancestor help me to refine this kind of thing? Lei Yichin said with a smile, but the guy who helped me refine this RV was a grand disciple of Ji Yutong, when he lost I am, so I will entrust him to help me refine. Lei Yichin controls the RV speeding and takes Shen Shang to Heavenly Flame City to find Wang Dao. Wang Dao was in Heavenly Flame City Alchemy. He had promised Shen Shang before. He wanted to help Qin Shuang refine some dans that helped break through, and let Shen Shang and Qin Shuang go to a period of time to find him. Chapter 3322, Shen Shang soon found Wang Dao in a hotel. Shen Shang soon found Wang Dao in a hotel. You are really coming, I just finished a furnace. Wang Dao said with a smile, then looked at Lei Yichin, because Lei Yichin gave him a strong feeling. Lei Yichin also thinks that Wang Dao is not a simple character. He used to ask Shen Shang what kind of friend he was looking for when he was on the road. Shen Shang just told him to find an alchemist friend. This is my master, Lei Yichin. Shen Shang said with a smile, Master, this is the friend I said, named Wang Dao. Hello. Lei Yichin was polite with said a smile. Wang Dao looked at Lei Yichin and showed a sympathy on his face because he knew that Shen Shang was not an honest guy. Whoever made his master had to be a little bit more or less. Fortunately, I will be lucky. Wang Dao laughed at He's greeting. Half-ghost old man, do I want Dan refining? Shen Shang asked, and he ran out of the Ancient Fire God Sect for Dan. On the one hand, he needs to look at the Dan Da refining Dan. With reference, he can study better. There are only 3 in total, and this kind of Dan can't be refining. Wang Dao took out a jade bottle and handed it to Shen Shang. Well, then I have to go around. Wang Dao said, I want to travel. There are still many places on Myriad Dao that I have not been to. I will go and see. Then you must be careful. Shen Shang said, Myriad Dao is still dangerous. You can rest assured. Wang Dao he smiled. Then the 3 of them ate a meal and talked for a while and said goodbye. Shen Shang also hastily let Lei Yichin take him back to Ancient Fire God Sect. Lei Yichin also heard some things about Shen Zhang's on the road, because Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are still offering him a reward. He hears someone talking on the road, and when he hears it, he hears a lot of things. Shen Shang and Lei Yichin were sitting on the RV. Lei Yichin heard the sound outside. Shen Shang could hear the same. When he saw the change of Lei Yichin's face, he knew that Lei Yichin had heard about him. Good guy. Lei Yichin looked at Shen Shang with no anger. How much do you care about me? How do I hear that you got more than a dozen Crystal Emperors? Yes. Shen Shang can only honestly admit. It's awkward. I look like the kind of person who will ask you for Crystal Emperor. Lei Yichin coldly snorted. Like. Shen Shang smiled and said, Master, in fact, there are not so many Crystal Emperors in my hands, only 7 or 8. The 7 or 8 pieces are also quite a lot, and they are all obtained from Purple Yang Temple. The Crystal Emperor made by Sun Old Ancestor is still very good, said Lei Yichin. Master, do you want it? Asked Shen Shang. I certainly want it, but you can rest assured that I don't want disciple to send anything, only the master sends something to the disciple. Lei Yichin said with a strong bone. Master, you are so good. Unlike my previous master, it is a stingy old man, who wants to occupy my convenient all day. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, he could not help but recall Huang Jintian. Shen Shang said that Lei Yichin is even more afraid of asking for his things. Master, how is it better, you help me to refine something with Crystal Emperor, is it good? Shen Shang said, he finally found a good refining master, which can help him refine the divine tool for free. Okay. Lei Yichin was very happy. After all, there was a rare opportunity to refine the Crystal Emperor, which would increase his experience. Shen Shang took out Divine Mirror of 6 Paths and handed it to Lei Yichen. Lei Yichen took a look and frowned. Is this a lot of Crystal Emperor? At least 5. Good eyesight, Shen Shang said with a smile. But the refining technique is a bit tender and can't play the power of those Crystal Emperors, so it will be burned by blood. Lei Yichen is a good refining master, and I can see many problems at a glance. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is indeed burned by blood and then deformed. Fortunately, it is only slightly deformed, and it can still be used. This divine tool is very weird, the spirit pattern embryo inside is very long, and it has been preserved for many years. This divine tool has only been reinforced, and the spirit pattern in the foundation has not changed. Lei Yichen careful looked, and again. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is indeed the case. After several enhancements, the spiral patterns of the mysterious mystical have never changed. Master, then you will help me strengthen the reinforcement. Shen Shang took out 3 Crystal Emperors and said, add 3 Crystal Emperors. Good, if you add 3 Crystal Emperors, this divine tool will definitely be very terrifying. Lei Yichen thinks a little excited, because not everyone has the opportunity to refine so many Crystal Emperors. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is primarily a defensive aid and is very useful for Shen Zhang's. Master, if you make a good change, you are not afraid of blood burning. Shen Shang cares more about this because Divine Mirror of 6 Paths was unable to withstand the burning of the bloody sea of fire before, but only later relied on the inside of the formation. Yes, so many Crystal Emperors refining the divine tool, must not be afraid of blood. Lei Yichen is very confident, he urged his car to accelerate, he wants to hurry back to Ancient Fire God Sect, help Shen Shang remodel this divine tool. The RV quickly reached the outside of the blood of the sea. Although Lei Yichen was a refining master, he did not have a large amount of material to refine the divine tool like Shen Shang, so his RV could not withstand the blood. Lei Yichen can only take Shen Shang into the blood of the sea, then come to the vicinity of Bloodwind Island, open a formation plate, and return to Ancient Fire God Sect with Shen Shang. I went to find Dean and told him that Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan dominated Bloodwind Island. Lei Yichen said, you should eat those Dan practitioners first, and when I come back, I will help you refine it. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. After Lei Yichen left, Shen Shang also hastily entered the secret room. The half-ghost old man refining these Dans is really good, much better than the soul-breaking Saint Dan that the master had brought back. Shen Shang took out the jade bottle and opened it, and a breath came out to make his body violent. World-defying soul is like a hungry wolf. Shen Shang looked at the word on the jade bottle and read, soul-defying Saint Pill. I will take a look at it first. Shen Shang only knows how this kind of Dan is refining, but there is only one direction. Others need him to comprehend. After Shen Shang ate the Dan, he felt like there was a violent world-defying soul entering his divine sea without any potency. The half-ghost old man should be refining directly using violent world-defying soul. This strength is like extracting pure strength from violent world-defying soul. Shen Shang said, this is not without herbs. Strength, I don't know if Dao Pill can evolve after eating. In the Ancient Fire God Sect, those alchemists can't refine the pill spirit that can condense the soul of the Holy Spirit, so the soul of the Holy Spirit is very expensive, mainly because the soul of the Holy Spirit contains a lot of world-defying violent soul power. Pill spirit can't absorb this strange energy. Chapter 3323. The pure violent world-defying soul energy, all refining by half-old man, finally condensed into Dan, and I don't know how many violent world-defying soul the half-man has captured. After Shen Shang eats a soul-defying saint pill, he feels the energy of his hungry violent world-defying soul in the greedy devour soul-defying saint pill. Compared to the previous sorcerer, violent world-defying soul more energy is coming. Shen Shang took another one and handed it over to Zhang Sili, who let Zhang Sili eat it. Li, can you evolve this kind of Dan? Can you evolve? Shen Shang asked, and only let pill spirit eat the next thing to determine this. This is not sure, but I think it should be, said Zhang Sili. The reason we can evolve is that after the body absorbs a lot of the same type of energy, it will condense a core in our body, which will absorb the strength of the outside world. It will release the unique energy of the core, and then through our pill spirit's unique physique, you can condense Dan. Zhang Saihua said. The previous myriad Dao Divine Soil Dan was only adding a small amount of herbs. The main ingredient was myriad Dao Divine Soil Dando, but we can still successfully evolve and condense the high-quality myriad Dao Divine Soil Dan. So, you are not very sure now. Shen Shang is a little bit guilty, because one of them has evolved and needs to consume a lot of soul-defying Saint Pill. Yeah, Zhang Saihua nodded. Big brother Shen, we just think we can evolve, but we are not very sure. How many tablets do you need to eat? Shen Shang asked. 200 or so, if it is of high quality, 100 tablets should be able to evolve, said Zhang Saihua. Shen Shang pondered that he could eat 200 capsules of soul-defying Saint Pill and step into world-defying sacred realm. He had previously asked Lei Yichen how much to eat the soul of the Holy Spirit to break through. Lei Yichen told him that he needs at least 1,000 tablets. If you can get 1 capsule a month, it will take 1,000 months. Of course, the soul of the Holy Land is also very precious. It cannot be every month, so if you count it, it will take at least 100 years to break through. If it's soul-defying Saint Pill, you need at least 500 tablets. Shen Shang is thinking about the value that is not worth trying to make Pill Spirit evolve. If it succeeds, he will have a lot of soul-defying Saint Pill in the future. Well, just try it. Shen Shang thought of soul-defying Saint Pill, and he could exchange a lot of things in the future, so he decided to take a look. After the decision, he walked out of the chamber and wanted to see if his master was back. Master, how is it? Shen Shang asked, and Lei Yichen's face was a bit unsightly. Hey, our ancient fire god sect is also true, actually working with Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, agreeing to let them build the city on Bloodwind Island. Lei Yichen is very dissatisfied with this. Bloodfire however, our ancient fire god sect worked hard to seduce Dao Creation Saint Stone, but now it is shared with outsiders. There is definitely some benefit from this, said Shen Shang. It's someone who benefits, but it's definitely not you and me. Lei Yichen said. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are the overlords of the world-defying Soul River. They can get a lot of violent world-defying soul, and these violent world-defying soul is very useful, you should be clear. The poor violent world-defying soul can be used to refine soul-defying Saint Pill. If the powerful violent world-defying soul can be blended, you can get a stronger strength, which is what Shen Shang knows. I was blamed by the old elders, Lei Yichen said. Dean doesn't know what's going on, actually agrees to this. It is estimated that people from Soul River God Clan and Violent Blade Clan will enter Ancient Fire God Sect. They are very valued by them. This is bad for me. Shen Shang frowned. They know that I have so many Crystal Emperors on hand. It's not good, so I will always pay attention to your movements. If anything is wrong, I will take you away from Ancient Fire God Sect. Lei Yichen nodded. Shen Shang knew Lei Yichen. A few days later, how did Lei Yichen help him, and Shen Shang was very moved. He felt that the master was still very reliable. Master, look at this thing. Shen Shang took the ancient copper gong out. Although the ancient bronze gongs have been damaged, Lei Yichen was very surprised after seeing it. This is what Ji Yutong refinished. Lei Yichen can see more than Shen Shang, he hurriedly said. The divine tool has Dao Creation Saint Stone. Lei Yichen stroked the ancient bronze gongs, took a deep breath. Ji Yutong refining things is not the same, it is amazing. If it's awesome, it won't break. Shen Shang grinned. Master, why is this thing broken? This must have been attacked by the same powerful things. Lei Yichen also surprised. Where did you find it? Even the current dean does not have such a powerful thing. I found it in the blood of the Sea of Fire, Shen Shang said. Ji Yutong must have fought in the bloody fire of the sea. Lei Yichen said. This ancient bronze symbol is the divine tool he often uses, and now he is missing. What happened to him? The often used divine tool is damaged, and it is also left in the blood of the Sea of Fire, which makes Lei Yichen cannot help worry. Ji Yutong is his most admired senior. This thing must be kept secret, anyone can tell. Lei Yichen whispered. There are some Dao Creation Saint Stone in the ancient bronze plaque. I can try to extract it from it. If it can be extracted successfully, I will smelt it into it. Inside your divine mirror of 6 paths. Good, Shen Shang had some surprises and could still do so. Subsequently, Shen Shang and Lei Yichen were each busy with their own. Shen Shang wants to refine soul-defying Saint Pill, and Lei Yichen helps Shen Shang transform divine mirror of 6 paths. In the secret room, Shen Shang closed his eyes and ate a violent transformation divine pill, which allowed him to go to the mysterious world-defying soul river, where he would grab the violent world-defying soul. After grabbing the violent world-defying soul, you need to bring the violent world-defying soul back into the divine sea, and then let the spirit go to the world-defying soul river, which is very troublesome. If it takes 1,000 violent world-defying soul to refine a soul-defying saint pill, Shen Shang doesn't know if he can keep going because he has to refine hundreds of tablets. Soul-defying saint pill should be saint world-defying Dan, which is definitely more difficult than violent world-defying pill stronger. Shen Shang comforted himself not to be afraid. His spirit came to the world-defying soul river third layer. He thought it might be because his fleshly body was very strong at this time, so he could rush in. As long as it is violent world-defying soul, that's alright. Shen Shang grabs the nearest violent world-defying soul. He just grabbed the violent world-defying soul and suddenly appeared a familiar strength. It's space power. Just now, the space in his divine sea, violent soul, released the strength, and directly moved his touched violent world-defying soul to divine sea, which was completely effortless, which surprised him. If there is no such space power, he needs to slowly pull it down with the spiritual power, put it into the divine sea, and then let the spirit go to the world-defying soul river, which is very troublesome. Chapter 3324. Now the violent soul on the catch world-defying soul river has become much easier. Shen Shang doesn't worry that the refining will take a long time. Now he grabs the violent soul like a basket to his own divine sea inside. There are a lot of violent souls needed to refine soul-defying saint pill. Shen Shang analyzed the violent soul based on his own experience and said, at least 3 violent world-defying souls are needed to make one. If it's an ordinary person, it's very difficult to grab 300 violent world-defying soul. It takes a lot of time to say, and you need a lot of violent transformation divine pill. Shen Shang now understands why Wang Dao has refining 3 pieces in such a time. If it's a half-ghost old man, he may take longer, because he only catches the first layer of world-defying soul river's violent soul, at least 1,000. Shen Shang is now the catch third layer of the violent soul. Third, the layer's violent soul is much better than the first layer and contains a lot of energy. The third layer's violent soul is not good to bring back. If Shen Shang doesn't have the kind of space power, he can't easily put violent world-defying soul into his divine sea. Now it's refining. Shen Shang was only half a day old and got 300 violent souls. The violent soul of world-defying soul river third layer, compared to the first layer and the second layer, can be much less, but it can be seen everywhere. Shen Shang needs alchemy's violent soul and does not require any attribute, so he likes to catch fish. Grab it back. I don't know if I can use the derivative collision method. Shen Shang needs to refine the super quality soul-defying saint pill. Only in this way can pill spirit evolve quickly. He combines ancient fire violent soul and now knows the great benefits of ancient fire violent soul. This kind of flame-burning violent world-defying soul is too efficient. Shen Shang just released the flame through the ancient fire violent soul, and with his sun fire seed, it was very fast when burning the violent soul. Last time Wang Dao told him that it was not easy to burn violent world-defying soul. If you want to extract more energy from violent world-defying soul, you need to burn it with great care, otherwise you will only waste violent world-defying soul. However, when Shen Shang used his flame to burn, it was only half an hour, and all the energy contained in a violent world-defying soul was burned out. Half time to burn a violent world-defying soul, this speed is quite good. Shen Shang can clearly feel that he is so fast, mainly because of the ancient fire violent soul. 10 hours is 20 violent world-defying soul. It seems that it will take me a long time to refine a soul-defying saint pill. Shen Shang has calculated that he will succeed in about half a month. He hasn't entered time domain yet, mainly to see if the refining soul-defying saint pill is too big to consume, and there is no danger of frying. If you have these problems, using time domain will be very inconvenient. I don't know how the saint world-defying dragon is in the world-defying soul river. The top of the ancient fire god sect is so good for the violent blade clan and the soul river god clan, and the cooperative relationship is very worrying. Shen Shang sighed. Saint world-defying dragon is good to him, be his friend, and now his friend is in danger, so he is very worried. Shen Shang smashed his head and allowed himself to concentrate on refining soul-defying saint pill. Only he has the strength to go to world-defying soul river to find the saint world-defying dragon. After 15 days, Shen Shang has successfully burned 300 violent world-defying souls. At this time, he gathered a large number of world-defying violent soul power together to make it into a large crystal cluster. Then he needs to the crystal cluster is subjected to derivatization. Derivatives have failed. Shen Shang used the derivation method, but it was not as smooth as before. The crystal group did not react at all, which made Shen Shang very surprised. The derivative method I use is rarely missed. Shen Shang was puzzled. Try the collision method, said Feng Ka. Shen Shang immediately uses the collision method. Before using the collision method, he needs to divide the large crystal cluster. It is necessary to divide it into several pieces. It is not easy to divide. The energy crystal cluster of world-defying violent soul power condense is not easy to deal with. Shen Shang has only tossed more than 10 hours to succeed. Boom! The collision method was successful, and the quality of world-defying violent soul power improved a lot during the collision. Why does the derivative method fail? Shen Shang is hard to understand. Now he can only use the collision method. Fortunately, the collision method has an effect and the quality is also improved. After the collision, Shen Shang and Feng Ka teamed up to start to condense Dan. Condensed pill success, Shen Shang let Zhang Silly eat. Li, how is the effect? How much do you think you can eat successfully? Shen Shang feels that soul-defying saint pill is very high quality compared to Wang Dao. At least 100, said Zhang Silly. World-defying violent soul power is very strange, and the energy of flowers and plants, between heaven and earth is somewhat different, and these energies are difficult to reproduce. No wonder I can't use the derivative method. Shen Shang finally solved the doubts in his happiness. So, can you really evolve successfully? This can't be derived. So I am not so sure. Zhang Silly whispered, because if unsuccessful, Shen Shang would be busy, can say that the loss is heavy, she cannot make up her mind. Well, I will give it a try. In short, even if I fail, I will not blame you. Shen Shang said with a smile, I don't want Zhang Silly to be too stressed, and the reason is not her. Shen Shang pondered a bit, still using time domain, so that outside the day, he would be able to refine almost 2 high-quality soul-defying saint pill. 100 grains, that is, more than 50 days, almost 2 months. Because of the need to use the collision method, Shen Zhang's conservative use of first-level time domain is enough, which allows him to run time domain more stably, otherwise the time domain will be wrong, but the consequences are very serious. Shen Shang is busy with alchemy. Not far from the secret room, Lei Yichen is also busy refining Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths. His progress is a bit slow, because he still has to go from that ancient bronze the extraction of a small part of the Tao creation saint stone. This process is very time-consuming. Lei Yichen is also the first thing to do. Master and apprentice are both immersed in it, especially Lei Yichen, who is enchanted by the refiner. It is full of intoxication, a large number of crystal emperors, ancient bronze symbols containing Tao creation saint stone, and the bronze symbols still from the hands of Ji Yutong, that is his most respected refining master. Time flies, in the blink of an eye, 2 months have passed. Shen Shang also refines 300 pieces of soul-defying saint pill to Zhang Silly. If Zhang Silly can evolve, she and Zhang Saihua will practice the twin technique, then Zhang Saihua can also evolve. When Shen Shang doesn't need to work hard to refine soul-defying saint pill. Shen Shang walked out of the Chamber of Secrets. When he came to the hall, he saw several people sitting here. One of them knew him, Zhu Qingning, an elder of the Violent Blade clan, and others were Violent Blade clan and Soul River God clan. People. This can shock Shen Shang, this is his great enemy. Chapter 3325. Shen Shang looked at Lei Yichen's door. He couldn't wait to rush over and blast the sliding door, letting Lei Yichen out to help him deal with these big enemies. Junior Shen Shang, I have seen you senior. You are really good at improving. It seems that everyone has gained a lot from entering Ancient Fire God sect. Shen Shang smiled and walked over and sat on a chair. When Zhu Qingning saw Shen Zhang's, he almost rushed to shoot Shen Shang, but he didn't fight because they had already checked Lei Yichen's affairs before they came. Lei Yichen is an elder. Although there is no power in this elder, Lei Yichen is indeed the youngest elder in Ancient Fire God sect inner sect, mainly because Lei Yichen's master has certain strength in Ancient Fire God sect. Lei Yichen has not received any apprentices for many years. Now he accepts Shen Shang as a disciple. It can be said that it is very rare. People in Ancient Fire God sect know that Lei Yichen is very picky about his disciple, and Shen Shang even world-defying sacred realm. If you don't have it, you can enter Lei Yichen's eyes and see how Lei Yichen likes this disciple. If they just put Shen Shang directly, Lei Yichen will start the fire and will definitely kill them. The people who made these Violent Blade clan and Soul River God clan are the best in the world-defying sacred realm middle stage. Although they are from a strong ethnic group, they don't dare to face the world-defying sacred realm late stage. Recklessly. Lei Yichen can become an elder in the ancient fire god sect and has the strength of the world-defying sacred realm late stage. This can't be underestimated. What do you think of Senior to find my master? Shen Shang asked. My master, his old man's home is retreating the refiner, and can't come out temporarily. We have important things to discuss with him. I wonder if it is convenient for him to come out now. Zhu Qingning coldly said. I will try it. Shen Shang sat in the hall and felt the atmosphere was wrong, which made him feel uncomfortable. After all, those were his enemies, and each one was stronger than him. He has to hurry to let Lei Yichen out of the town. Shen Shang enters Lei Yichen's room, and there is a stone gate in the room, which is the secret room of Lei Yichen. Master, I am in trouble. Shen Shang directly condensed his voice into a sound wave. Only in this way can Lei Yichen know that he is waiting outside the door, and even if Lei Yichen hears it, it will take some time for the work at the hand to stop. I don't know what these guys are looking for in the master. Shen Shang said to himself. In short, there won't be any good things. Feng Ke said. Fortunately, your master is good, this will definitely help you. After Shen Shang waited for a moment, the door opened. Lei Yichen frowned. Shen Shang hastily gave him a sound transmission, telling Zhu Qingning about the arrival of their pedestrians. You can rest assured that there will be nothing to do. Lei Yichen patted Shen Zhang's shoulder and then took Shen Shang out. After Lei Yichen came, he swept the crowd and revealed a look that I was very busy, I have something to say. Lei Yichen is very straightforward. If it is not due to the number of rituals, he must directly throw out a sentence, there is a fart, and Lousy is busy. His refiner is cool, and suddenly made it makes him very uncomfortable, so he has no good face to see this group of people, not to mention that he is also an elder in ancient fire god sect. This group of people saw him out, one by one sitting like a sly grandfather, there is no meaning of salute. Lei Yichen can bear it, but Shen Shang can't stand it. Master, you didn't tell me that you were the ancient fire god sect. You shouldn't be bragging, Shen Shang suddenly said. These people are just inner disciple, and they just entered ancient fire god sect. It didn't take long for you to respect you at all. It seems that you are not an inner sect elder at all. Of course I am elder, you know, they are just entering the inner sect's discipline. They don't understand anything, and they don't blame them. Lei Yichen indifferently said, secretly praised Shen Shang, he really looked at this group. Grandpa is very upset. Lei Yichen swept the crowd, and that kind of eyes seemed to tell Zhu Qingning them, Lousy is elder, and you are not going to bow down. Seeing the unpleasant color on Lei Yichen's face, they took up the heavy buttocks and stood up, reluctantly saluting Lei Yichen. It's still open. Lei Yichen he smiled. What's the matter, hurry up. At this time, Zhu Qingning had to sit down and only heard Shen Shang's loud voice shook. Impudent, my master hasn't let you sit down yet. Zhu Qingning was aghast, and did not dare to sit down, because Lei Yichen's face was tight and his eyes were full of cold. We are here today to talk to Elder Lei about something extremely important. Zhu Qingning cold face and looked at Shen Shang. Come on, don't grind. Lei Yichen was impatient. Elder Lei, although you are highly respected, we still have to tell you, don't ruin your reputation because of a moment of confusion. Zhu Qingning has a lot of courage, because Lei Yichen loves Shen Shang far beyond their previous expected. The apostle you just received, killed my son, and also killed a genius discipline at Soul River God Clan. His method is extremely cruel and does not match your most disciple. Other old man quickly nodded and said yes. We are here today, I hope that you can release the master and apprentice relationship with Shen Shang, give it to us, let us dispose of him. Zhu Qingning again. After Shen Shang heard it, he was furious and coldly said, you are a group of bastards. You have to figure out that the genius of Soul River God Clan is fighting against me. And Zhu Haixuan is not killing me, but Qin Shuang's hand. Qin Shuang owned Purple Yang Divine Sword. Zhu Haixuan not only Gu Purple Yang Divine Sword, but also Qi Shuang Beauty, was killed by Qin Shuang, this is a deserved. Shen Shang has told me about this. You have to snatch the Crystal Emperor on him. Right, his Crystal Emperor is taken from Purple Yang Temple. It is what he deserves. You are killing him all the way. Presumably, I want to be a Crystal Emperor. Lei Yichen said with a sneer. Well, I will hand him over to you now, you have revenge for hatred. Shen Shang, stand down. Shen Shang actually went to the hall. You have a fight to fight, Lei Yichen indifferently said, and then took a sip of tea. After drinking tea, Lei Yichen frowned. What are you doing sitting? Are you not taking revenge? Kill him quickly, or do you want to come here? Looking for me to find happiness? I am refiner, but also on Xingtu, you have already disturbed me. Isn't that something important? Are you teasing me? Zhu Qingning. They really didn't think that Shen Shang actually told Lei Yichen about it. They thought that Shen Shang would never say anything about Crystal Emperor because they thought of Shen Shang and felt that Shen Shang was sure. We'll keep the secret of the Crystal Emperor, saying that going out will definitely be remembered by the master. Chapter 3326. Shen Shang didn't really want to tell Lei Yichen about the Crystal Emperor, but later he found that Lei Yichen was a very honest person. This is Zhu Qingning's embarrassing thing, mainly because they are villains themselves. The villain, so Lei Yichen is also a villain. Get him away and kill. Lei Yichen sipped tea and urged him, take him to take revenge, I have to go to the refiner. Shen Shang stood in the hall, Zhu Qingning, they stood still, did not dare to sit down, they all looked at Shen Shang. Lei Yichen, although they took Shen Shang away and killed Shen Shang, they didn't dare because they saw Lei Yichen's love for Shen Zhang's, they couldn't imagine it. Shen Shang and Lei Yichen didn't take long, unexpectedly there is such a strong master and apprentice relationship. If they kill Shen Shang now, they certainly can't live. Yeah, Lei Yichen stood up, and his face was full of anger. What are you doing in the end? I will let you revenge, but you will not fight. I am only because of this matter, you are so noisy, I am very angry. Lei Yichen stepped down step by step, and the pair of angry eyes glanced at Zhu Qingning and they watched them snoring. Zhu Qingning. They couldn't speak. They originally intended to smear Shen Shang, saying that Shen Shang was a murderous countless villain, but he did not expect Shen Shang to tell Lei Yichen all the reasons. Now they don't know what to say. I'm bothered and asked Elder Lei to forgive. Zhu Qingning bit his teeth and said. Forgiveness? No, I will punish you today, lest you create a mess again. Lei Yichen coldly said. Elder Lei, we are from the community above the world Defying Soul River. An elder knows that ancient fire god sect takes care of their violent blade clan and soul river god clan, so they have a sigh of relief. So what, you are violent blade clan and soul river god clan, can you ride on my head? Well, you are very powerful, from the big ethnic group, you can tease me at will. Lei Yichen has become even more angry, murderous looking. I just punish you, you don't have to worry about it. Lei Yichen was full of jokes and said, you have 10 people here, you are a group of 2. Seeing that they are not fight, Lei Yichen loudly shouted, hurry, don't waste my time. Zhu Qingning. They don't know what Lei Yichen is doing, they can only be grouped immediately, and they are still the best group of people with their own relationship. Well, now you are a group of 2, you play with each other, you must be loud, if you are not loud, you can me to come. Lei Yichen returned to his seat, lazily said, Shen Shang also standing next to him, laughing in the heart. Shen Shang didn't expect his master to play. Elder Lei, you humiliate us. Zhu Qingning coldly said, we are the hot of the famous family. What about that? Since you are a famous family, why join us in ancient fire god sect? You tease an elder in ancient fire god sect, if it is really pursued, this is a death sentence. Lei Yichen coldly snorted. Do not, I thought I was scaring you, even if I killed you, Dean couldn't punish me because you came to courting death yourself. I am giving you a chance to live now. It is kindness. You slap each other and slap each other. I yell 3 times. If you haven't started yet, then I have a fight, I will kill you. They are in groups of 5, 2 in a group, looking at each other and clenching their teeth. Suddenly, some people have shot, they have already seen Lei Yichen's waywardness, Lei Yichen will really kill them, in order to live, they have to fight. Pa pa pa, Shen Shang smiled and opened the flowers. They fanned each other's faces. Because one shot was heavy and the other was resentful, so the next time you hit it, you will be more serious. This is a vicious circle. When you shoot, it is heavier than once, hand. In the end, a slap can throw people down on the ground and their faces are deformed. Well, let's get started. You can behave a little when you come next time. Lei Yichen just rushed to the refiner, otherwise he wouldn't mind these guys continuing to kill each other. These people are originally like a snake, and they know that they are screaming at each other's faces. Everyone is worried that they will be killed, so they are not soft when they play with their companions. Zhu Qingning. After they stopped, they left Lei Yichen's residence with endless resentment. This group of guys is really fine to pick a quarrel. Lei Yichen shook his head. Master, is it really okay to play like this? Shen Shang was a little worried. Hee, now I am also their enemy, our master and apprentice are on the same boat. Lei Yichen said with a smile. Don't be afraid, wait until the accident is not too late, I will continue to help you refine Divine Mirror of Six Paths is gone. Lei Yichen just walked to the door and said, no, I will open the barrier first, lest these cats and dogs will run in. Lei Yichen there is no one in this place, so he never closes, so Zhu Qingning can sway into the courting death. After Shen Xiang came out to breathe, he also hastily returned to his secret room. Because of the movement in Hidden Jade Villa, Zhang Sili successfully evolved and could condense soul-defying Saint Pill, which made him almost tearful. He was still very worried that it will fail. Success is just fine, now you start the twin rare technique. Shen Xiang is pleased with said, Li Li, hard work. It's nothing, I can evolve, and my strength will be stronger. Zhang Sili Sweet said with a smile, I can help Big Brother Shen when I get there. Pill Spirit's cultivation method is different from that of human beings. After they evolved, the strange energy core appeared in the body, which can provide them with a strong strength. As for how, Shen Xiang would not know. Shen Xiang used time domain to cover the two girls' Pill Spirit, so that they could practice the double technique and assimilate the great accomplishment, and he would eat the high-quality soul-defying Saint Pill every day. I don't know if they can evolve in the future. Shen Xiang has this feeling. Pill Spirit is not able to condense all the dans, and will definitely encounter confusion in this area. It seems that I will be able to step into world-defying sacred realm soon, Sijing and my Meyer also. Feng Ka happily said with a smile, I think they should now be the cultivation base of world-defying sacred realm. Yeah, Shen Xiang also thinks this way, the two strengths of them are definitely strong, but I hope they will come out to fight and kill. Soon, the two girls' Pill Spirit assimilated in time domain, start to condense soul-defying Saint Pill. They are so fast that soul-defying Saint Pill is very fast, 2 people a day, so that Shen Xiang can eat 4 tablets a day, much faster than his refining. Chapter 3327. Stepping into world-defying sacred realm is very difficult. Even the Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, which are above the world-defying Soul River, are not so easy to turn their violent world-defying soul into a saint world-defying soul. They still take a long time of practice. Some people in Ancient Fire God sect can refine the soul of the Holy Spirit, but they are very lacking in violent world-defying soul, otherwise there will be a lot of refining of the soul of the Holy Land, there will be more world-defying sacred realm in Ancient Fire God sect disciple. The Mad Sword Soul has been promoted to Saint World Defying, and it's quite fast. It's cool to have Soul Defying Saint Pill eat every day. Shen Xiang has been practicing in time domain for more than half a year, and finally let a violent soul advance. More than half a year, eating 4 capsules a day, that is more than 700, and this only makes him a violent world-defying soul, and he also has 3 violent world-defying soul, so it seems that all the holy, it takes more than 2,000 tablets, which is more than what he expected before. It seems that it is really cost-effective to make Pill Spirit evolution. If I want to refine more than 2,000 of this super high-quality soul-defying Saint Pill, I will be mad. Shen Xiang looked at his hand and just condensed it out. 2 soul-defying Saint Pill, eat it and continue to practice. He thinks this may be because his violent world-defying soul is very powerful, so when he is holy, he needs more energy. After all, his violent world-defying soul needs a strong mad war. World-defying sacred realm is not that easy, said Feng Ka. Small overlord at outer sect's violent world-defying realm peak doesn't know how long it has been. If they don't have a pills, they can only rely on time to get up. Shen Xiang said with a smile, our alchemist is such a heaven-defying. It's true, Feng Ka very much agrees with Shen Zhang's, and Wang Dao is also such a powerful alchemist, but he doesn't have as many means as Shen Xiang. In the Ancient Fire God sect, there is also such an alchemist, the soul of the Holy Spirit that Shen Xiang has seen before, is the genius alchemist refining. 2 years have passed in time domain, and it's only been a month away. Shen Zhang's 4 violent world-defying soul, all of which have been sanctified at this time, successfully become the soul of Saint World-defying. After becoming the soul of Saint World-defying, it is no longer the violent world-defying power, but the Saint World-defying power, which can double the violent world-defying power. This is the strength of world-defying sacred realm. It's amazing. It's no wonder that when I faced world-defying sacred realm, I always felt that I couldn't beat it. Shen Xiang felt that his world-defying divine power was better than the previous violent world-defying. Power is at least 10 times stronger. After a successful breakthrough, Shen Xiang no longer fears the old fellows of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. Brat, you figured it out. Lei Yichen saw Shen Shang coming out of the secret room and said excitedly, "Look at Divine Mirror of Six Paths." Shen Shang took a look and his face changed. The Divine Mirror of Six Paths was actually made into bronze. This style, Shen Shang is speechless, and his Divine Mirror of Six Paths now looks like the old bronze. This is the unique style of Ji Yutong's grandfather. How do you like me to imitate? Lei Yichen happily said with a smile. To be honest, Shen Shang doesn't like this kind of bronze. He still likes the golden look. Don't you have to refine into this? Shen Shang knew that his Divine Mirror of Six Paths had become very strong, but he was a little happy. Lei Yichen also saw that Shen Shang didn't like the style of bronze. He thought that Shen Shang wanted it, because Shen Shang had said that he would meet Ji Yutong before, and Shen Shang had Ji Yutong refining bronze gong in his hand. Forget it, anyway, it's made like this. Shen Shang finally smiled. Thank you, master. You like it? Lei Yichen he smiled. Lei Yichen went to remove the large formation that protected the house. He just withdrew and saw a few middle-aged voices outside. Is Elder Lei, Dean, they have been waiting for you for many days. I hope that you can bring your love to the lobby of Ancient Fire God Sect. There are important things to discuss, said a middle-aged. Well, you go back first, I will go soon. Lei Yichen only promised for the time being. Last time Lei Yichen learned the lessons of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, and the senior Fire God Sect executives had a partnership with the two groups. Lei Yichen's move on the day must have angered Violent Blade Clan. This time, let Lei Yichen take Shen Shang in the past, obviously it is to deal with this matter. Master, do we really want to go? Shen Shang was a little worried. The top of the Ancient Fire God Sect was very strong. He was worried that Lei Yichen couldn't resist himself alone. Reassure, even Dean can't take me anymore. Lei Yichen said with confidence. Walk, we will meet them in the past, anyway, we are more reasonable. If they mention the Crystal Emperor at the time, you will say that they will be handed over to me. In any case, I will not let them hurt you. Violent Blade Clan aren't they because Shen Shang has a lot of Crystal Emperors. Lei Yichen knows this very well. Lei Yichen took Shen Shang to a palace in Ancient Fire God Sect Inner Sect and came to the luxurious lobby, where many people live. Shen Shang is more surprised, there are more people in Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. Even Qin Shuang is here, she is standing behind an old lady, the old lady is sitting close to Dean, it should be a respected veteran, old lady is closed, but a majestic but invisible released, causing pressure on people around her. Shen Shang speculated that the people of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan must have come more, just to make loud voice. In addition, Shen Shang also saw Huang Xian, the outer sect penalty elder. Huang Xian is glaring he. Dean, who sits at the top, is a white man with white hair and looks very kind. Shen Shang thinks he should speak very well. The 2 rows of chairs on either side of the lobby are full of people, all of whom are world-defying Sacred Realms experts, and the young people standing behind them are not weak, most of them are young people of world-defying Sacred Realm. Shen Shang found that Qin Shuang actually broke into world-defying Sacred Realm, which made him feel very confused, because he knew very well that it would be difficult to break through in such a short period of time without his way of swallowing pills. Shen Shang gave Qin Shuang sound transmission, but Qin Shuang simply responded to, convenient to say. Shen Shang, meet Dean, everyone elder senior. Shen Shang is very polite. Lei Yichen is not so polite. Dean, what do you want us to do? We are very busy. Elder Lei, what have you done yourself, are you not sure? A gray-haired old man stood up, said with a sneer, and then looked at Zhu Qingning and the others sitting opposite. I really don't know. I also asked Elder Lin to tell me that I am too busy, so I may forget it. Lei Yichen he smiled. Chapter 3328. The words of Lei Yichen made many people here dissatisfied, because it was less than a month before Lei Yichen actually forgot. You know, he humiliated Zhu Qingning as a pedestrian, and the entire Ancient Fire God Sect's inner sect knows. You let us slap each other, you ruthlessly humiliate us, you must have deliberately forgotten this. Zhu Qingning stood up, his voice trembled. Oh, I remembered. Lei Yichen still had a smile on his face. I was at the refiner that day, and it was still at a critical juncture. You said that there was something important to find me, and then Shen Shang called me out. Then you just made a joke with me. If I am in a bad mood, I will scare you and scare you. But because I was caught by you, I came out from the critical moment of the refiner, so I was scared too much in my heart, I didn't think you were really stupid to hit each other's face, but also more than you cannot fight, you can pat the butt and leave, I will not kill you. Zhu Qingning, they are speechless. They were afraid of being killed by Lei Yichen, so they played each other's faces. Lei Yichen he smiled. Actually is this thing, see you make such a large formation. I apologize, that's alright. Sorry, the different sides of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan blame me for being angry at the moment. I am here to accompany you. Zhu Qingning is in the heart of 10,000 horses galloping, the whole person is stunned, because they are sure that Lei Yichen will definitely turn their faces, they also intend to confront Lei Yichen. But now everyone Lei Yichen apologizes, how can he be treated? Shen Shang didn't even think that his master unexpectedly could bend and stretch, and in a few words, Zhu Qingning couldn't speak. Elder Lei, do you think that's the way? Said the man named Elder Lin, who apparently favored Zhu Qingning. The elders here did not expect Lei Yichen to admit their mistakes. They also planned to wait for Lei Yichen to argue, then launch a group attack, oppress Lei Yichen, and let Lei Yichen apologize under their siege. Don't do that, what about it? If you don't, you kill me. Lei Yichen raised his head. Cut my head down, I am willing to die for death. Elder Lin was speechless, and they dared to kill Lei Yichen. If they were known by Lei Yichen's master, they would die. Shen Shang was originally worried. Now that I saw those old fellows who couldn't speak, they couldn't help but laugh and secretly praised him for his master's cleverness. I apologize anyway, let you kill, how do you want to? Lei Yichen coldly snorted. If it's okay, we have to go back, we are very busy, not like you old fellows are tired of waiting here. Dead. Elder Lei, a hunchback old man said solemnly, the hatred between your disciple and Zhu Qingning should be solved here. Yes, Shen Shang killed my son. Said Zhu Qingning. Your son Zhu Haixuan is killing me. He Yangkong of Violent Blade Clan is also killing me. You still wanted me all the time. Isn't it? Shen Shang just helped me to escape. Qin Shuang suddenly start to talk. Zhu Qingning they were silent again. They couldn't speak. They thought that Qin Shuang and Shen Shang had contradictions. He thought that Shen Shang and Qin Shuang would marry each other, but I didn't expect Qin Shuang to admit it. These groups of people always use their own people, because they are their words, they will definitely desperately blame each other. In this step, they are wrong again. People really killed by Qin Shuang. Qin Shuang himself admitted, Shen Shang just helped Qin Shuang to escape. Things are very clear, there are hate to find Qin Shuang. Well, that little girl has admitted, you have a debt, you go to her. Lei Yichen coldly snorted. You are not sure of the enemy, actually found me there, bothering me refiner, who is not I can't disturb when I know the refiner. Said here, Lei Yichen suddenly was very angry, and people also released a burst of anger and said, I know why you come to find Shen Zhang's, isn't it just to see the more than 10 crystal emperors he got from Purple Yang Temple? Hey, you guys, play this kind of thinking, you remember it for me, don't let me meet you outside of Ancient Fire God Sect, then I will never show mercy. Lei Yichen burned his anger in his eyes, making the entire lobby hot, and Zhu Qingning and the others, who were staring at him, were scared and shivered. Shen Shang got Purple Yang Divine Sword and went into Purple Yang Temple to get Crystal Emperor. Then he gave me the Purple Yang Divine Sword. I just killed Zhu Haixuan and He Yangkong with Purple Yang Divine Sword. Qin Shuang, watching the Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, continued, after I came to Myriad Dao with Shen Shang, I was attacked by He Yangkong's Mad Thunder, and we killed the Mad Thunder. He Yangkong I chased us everywhere, and then I met Zhu Haixuan, who was glaring at me, and clashed with him. Finally, when Shen Shang and I tracked them into the bloody Black Desert, the elders of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan dealt with the Saint World Defying Dragon. I attacked Zhu Haixuan in the RV and then killed He Yangkong. Shen Zhang's strength is low, not the opponent of He Yangkong and Zhu Haixuan. And you keep chasing Shen Shang, but in order to get the Crystal Emperor in the hands of Shen Shang, you will be collected as a discipline by Ancient Fire God Sect. I am. Zhu Qingning was originally angry, and now Qin Shuang said twice that he killed Zhu Haixuan and made him even more angry. He didn't intend to take revenge. He just wanted to get Shen Zhang's Crystal Emperor. But now it has been exposed by Qin Shuang, he really has to behave a bit. Death, don't talk nonsense. That is, all of you said by your mouth, who believes? You just want to cover Shen Shang. People are killed by Shen Shang, we don't want his Crystal Emperor. Qin Shuang, don't think that you have a great master, you can talk nonsense. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, the 10 people who are pointing at Qin Shuang, Suddenly, the old lady suddenly sitting in front of Qin Shuang opened her eyes. At the moment when her eyes opened, the eyes glittered out a very beautiful red light. The red light was like the blood fire, but it was more red splendor than bloody light. Senior Master, Dean shouted in panic, but it was already late. Old lady opened his eyes, the murderous aura overflowed, the heat wave hit the people, everyone in the lobby felt the steamer inside, and the entire lobby was covered in blood-red flames. Hey, disciple is a dead girl, damn, let you say that I am disciple, damn it. Damn, old lady said these words, Zhu Qingning, their pedestrians instantly burned red flames, then miserable the name was burned to ashes. Chapter 3329, Shenshang understand why Qin Shuang dare to say it. The original in strength is terrifying. Shenshang understand why Qin Shuang dare to say it. The original in strength is terrifying. After the old lady closed her eyes, the lobby was restored to calmness. I could hear some people panting and panting. Many people were sweating. At that moment, they felt like they were going to die. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are here, and they are still quite powerful. People who saw their own race are killed. They don't even dare to put one because they already know the strength of old lady. Very terrifying, and after killing, there is no scruples. Old lady closed his eyes, just like falling asleep, but no one dared to yell at Qin Shuang. Everyone looked at the fire on the ground, and there was a lingering fear. Just now they thought they were going to ignite, too terrifying. Ancient Fire God Sect Dean, you said that we worked with our Soul River God Clan and Violent Blade Clan, but now it's such an unpleasant thing, I think it's a good idea, said Soul River God Clan. There is gas in my heart, said Ancient Fire God Sect. A red-clothed old man quickly said, no, we have to continue to cooperate. But you guys have any sincerity, said the Violent Blade Clan. Well, let's give Shenshang to you, this is all right, the red-clothed old man of Ancient Fire God Sect glanced at the two old men. The two old men suddenly cheated Zhou, and they had to grab Lei Yichen. I am desperate with you, Lei Yichen said with a long knife and screamed, hey, let's touch Shenshang, I will kill you. Ancient Fire God Sect's more than a dozen elders suddenly got up and walked over. Dean, why did our Ancient Fire God Sect bow to the despicable group of Violent Blade Clan Soul River God Clan? Lei Yichen guarded in front of Shenshang, loudly shouted, Shenshang has given Crystal Emperor I am, even if you catch Shenshang, there is any use. Hearing this sentence, those elders stopped. More than a dozen Crystal Emperors, for the Soul River God Clan and the Violent Blade Clan, the stool is not shallow, but to Lei Yichen. Violent Blade Clan, Soul River God Clan, don't you catch me, Lei Yichen said with a sneer. You will catch me when you have a class, wait for me to return, I believe he will shred the world-defying Soul River. Hee, little Lei, they think your master is dead, old lady suddenly said. But he certainly can't die, so he will look back one day. Ancient Fire God Sect's Dean didn't talk either. Obviously, these elders were acquiesced to catch Shenshang and Lei Yichen. Qin Shuang was also very anxious. She wanted to leave, but it was obviously limited by a strength, and she couldn't help herself. Wait, Shenshang saw the elder take out the formation plate, suddenly shouted. Ancient Fire God Sect works with people at Soul River God Clan and Violent Blade Clan for the sake of violent world-defying soul, said Shenshang. I'm right, because violent world-defying soul has gradually diminished. Alchemy needs a lot of violent world-defying soul. For example, if you want to break the soul, you need violent world-defying soul to refine. The soul of the soul is now more and more, and the people who can enter world-defying sacred realm will pay more, which affects the overall strength of Ancient Fire God Sect. Not bad, Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect said. Our Ancient Fire God Sect acquiesced in such a thing, agreeing to work with Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan in exchange for their violent world-defying soul. Well, then I asked, how many violent world-defying soul they can offer, Shenshang asked. Enough for them to refine 2 broken souls every day, refining a broken soul, Saint Dan needs 1,000 violent world-defying soul, we and Soul River God Clan give them 1,000 each day, Violent Blade Clan people said. We are above the world-defying Soul River, but it is not easy to grab the violent world-defying soul. It's ridiculous to bow to these 2 despicable people for the sake of 2 broken souls. The Ancient Fire God Sect in legend is just that, said Shenshang said with a sneer. Hey, 2 broken souls every day, do you know what it means? If it is 100 years, how many grains, how many excellent fragments can enter the world-defying sacred realm, an elder said with a sneer. The soul of the sacred Dan, refining a grain actually needs thousands of violent world-defying soul, Shen Shangji said with a smile. I see you are. I have seen good Dan. In addition to the soul-breaking Saint Dan, what better Dan can make people step into world-defying sacred realm? Don't be kidding, can you know? Don't bluff, take them down, said the elder. Shen Shang suddenly took out a soul-defying saint pill, loudly said, this is called soul-defying saint pill. It is twice as powerful as the soul-breaking Saint Dan. I don't believe you try it, but this is my refining. When I heard Shen Zhang's, everyone only thought it was funny, but when they used divine sense to sense it, they couldn't smile because soul-defying saint pill in Shen Shang really contained a very pure world-defying violent soul power. Lei Yichen also thinks that his disciple is actually an alchemy master. He understands that these days, Shen Shang is arguing about this kind of Dan. He doesn't know how Shen Shang is refining, but he can sense it. Shen. Soul-defying saint pill in the hands of Shang is indeed better than the soul of the Holy Spirit. If you need it, I can give you 2 tablets a day, Shen Shang said. You don't need to work hard to refine. It's ridiculous, you have a poor strength, you can make such a good Dan. Here Dan must be your chance, maybe you will take it out of the Purple Yang Temple, Violent Blade Clan's old man said with a sneer. He absolutely Shen Shang can't be ruined by their cooperation with Ancient Fire God sect, because they must take Shen Shang and Lei Yichen back today. If wanted I will show you a refining on the spot. If I refine it, I will let me have a 10 slap, Shen Shang he smiled. If I can't refine, I will give the Crystal Emperor, you guys. Don't believe him, this guy is full of tricks, said Soul River God Clan, who was very cautious. Now they must insist that Shen Shang can't make soul-defying saint pill, even if Shen Shang can really make it. Yes, soul-defying saint pill in your hands is real, but with this quality of world-defying violent soul power, you need more violent world-defying soul. Can you get that much every day? Said Ancient Fire God sect elder doesn't believe either. Well, how much do you want? Shen Shang took out a violent transformation divine pill and said, how many violent world-defying soul do you want? I will make it now. 10,000, the Ancient Fire God sect's elder said with a sneer. The 10,000 is 10,000, Shen Shang ate violent transformation divine pill, closed his eyes, and quickly flew to the world-defying soul river. There are so many violent world-defying souls here. Big piles, sent to your divine sea. Chapter 3330. Shen Shang grabbed a large number of violent soul from the world-defying soul river. The violent world-defying soul on the first floor was the most easily crawled. He just grabbed a hand and made thousands of them. Then he eat the next violent transformation divine pill and keep your spirit in the world-defying soul river. Shen Shang, don't worry, 10,000 violent world-defying soul is so easy to get. Even if our soul river God clan's real body goes to world-defying soul river, it takes 10 million violent world-defying soul sometime. You eat violent transformation divine pill here, let the spirit enter the world-defying soul river, and want to catch 10,000 violent soul. It's crazy to dream, whimsical. Don't waste our time, even if you can get 10,000 violent soul, that's a lot of years. Feeling that these people are coming back, Shen Shang opens his eyes, said with a sneer, let you wait. After that, he had a stretch of arms and saw countless spots suddenly appeared. Countless spots are suspended in the lobby, flying like fireflies, and people familiar with violent world-defying soul can recognize them at a glance. Although it is only a layer of violent world-defying soul, it is enough to refine the soul of the Holy Land. Violent soul is a lot of small light points, everyone does not count, even if only a few thousand violent soul, it is very good. Now you see it, this is the violent world-defying soul I caught with the secret method. Shen Shang said, my soul-defying saint pill is made with violent world-defying soul. Ancient Fire God sect's elder stunned, and they now know that violent world-defying soul is not easy to catch, and I don't know why, but Shen Shang can release tens of thousands of times. What surprised them the most is that Shen Shang can really make soul-defying saint pill. The quality of soul-defying saint pill is indeed higher than that of soul-defying. If Shen Shang can provide them with soul-defying saint pill every day, their Ancient Fire God sect will not have any concerns in the future. This must be where you got it, and you can only fool us for a while. The old man of Violent Blade Clan looked at Dean of Ancient Fire God sect and said, don't listen to him. Shen Shang, this guy is scheming. Now he just wants to get out and show some tricks. Everyone who is sitting is the late stage of world-defying sacred realm and even the expert of the peak. You can ask yourself, you can get so many so easily. Violent world-defying soul. That's why neither Violent Blade Clan nor Soul River God Clan. Not to mention Shen Shang, the little rascal of Violent World-Defying Realm, his words are not credible. Lei Yichen absolutely believes Shen Shang. He loudly said, Dean, Shen Shang is the discipline of Ancient Fire God Sect. I am the elder of Ancient Fire God Sect. Don't you even believe in yourself but believe in outsiders. Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect thought about it and said, Shen Shang, you really can't prove that you have the ability to refine soul-defying Saint Pill. Well, Ancient Fire God Sect really disappoints me. If Ji Yutong old ancestor is there, he will never say these words, and only your stupid pigs will be so easy to believe in Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. Shen Zhang's voice is cold and full of ridicule. He proved himself twice and twice, just to help Ancient Fire God Sect get through the storm, but now, Dean and other elders are so pedantic, he feels that he is really passionate. Lei Yichen heard Shen Zhang's words and knew Shen Zhang's meaning. Okay, catch Shen Shang. An elder slam of Violent Blade Clan rushed up. Master, you dragged this group of old fellows. Shen Zhang's face suddenly became gloomy and cold, giving Lei Yichen sound transmission. Lei Yichen saw several Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan's old man rushing up and summoning a long knife, said solemnly, I am fighting with you. Several old men know that Lei Yichen is difficult to deal with, so they plan to win Lei Yichen first. Ancient Fire God Sect is not a fight, they have already said it before, so only Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan people fight. Little people, you should catch Shen Shang, don't be afraid of him. He is just Violent World-Defying Realm. The strongest World-Defying Sacred Realm initial stage among you, most of them is the peak of World-Defying Sacred Realm. It is only a breeze to win him, said elder of a Violent Blade Clan. Lei Yichen waved a long knife and spurred Saint World-Defying force, causing his long knife to vibrate, several old men to surround him, and they also released a strong Saint World-Defying force, wanting to ban the maddening Yi Yichen. Shen Shang here, more than a dozen powerful young people rushed toward him, they have a disdainful smile on their faces, they also feel that it is very easy to take Shen Shang. To be honest, hand over the Crystal Emperor. A man said with a sneer. They surrounded Shen Shang in the middle, when Shen Shang was unable to fly. Shen Shang looked at all around and said, you want Crystal Emperor, right? I will give you, that's it. The juniors were happy, but Shen Shang was not so honest. They only saw Shen Shang take out a round thing that looks like a bronze. This is the divine mirror of 6 paths that Shen Shang has transformed Lei Yichen. Open. Shen Shang controls the divine mirror of 6 paths, releasing a band formation that shackles all the juniors around him. The divine mirror of 6 paths floated over the top of Shen Zhang's, with the mirror facing down, releasing a touch of golden light, and the divine mirror of 6 paths also became larger. Seeing this bronze, the old lady suddenly in front of Qin Shuang opened his eyes and was surprised. Ji Yutong's world-defying divine tool. The Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect and the other elders of Ancient Fire God Sect are also shocked. The breath of Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths has been shaped, and it looks like Ji Yutong's own refining world. Defying divine tool. Shen Shang released divine mirror of 6 paths after the juniors were banned. The Dean and Elder of Ancient Fire God Sect had a bad feeling, and they didn't know what Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths had. And the next moment, they know what Shen Shang is doing. After those juniors couldn't move, Shen Shang called 9 Firmament's divine sword. Like a mowing, a sword killed all the juniors around, and then let divine mirror of 6 paths release a violent flame and burn the body. All of this happened in the moment of electro-optical sparks, which made it difficult to react, because no one expected that Shen Shang would release divine mirror of 6 paths, and then kill all the juniors in the next moment. When Shen Shang came out of the sword, the release of Saint World-Defying was very violent, and everyone suddenly realized that Shen Shang had stepped into World-Defying Sacred Realm. The young World-Defying Sacred Realm, knowing alchemy, mastering the Crystal Emperor, has a lot of violent soul. This is a promising young man. The Dean suddenly of Ancient Fire God Sect has some regrets. He thinks it should be keep Shen Zhang's. Shen Shang, kill him. Violent Blade Clan's elder eyes red, and Lei Yichen didn't want to. Immediately rushed to Shen Shang, but he was also cut by Lei Yichen. Lei Yichen did not expect that Shen Shang unexpectedly was so brave that all the juniors of Soul River God Clan and Violent Blade Clan were killed. Chapter 3331. Lei Yichen was just a short-lived fight, which caused him a little injury. Nowadays, several powerful world-defying Sacred Realm old man is crazy about killing Shen Shang. He feels very weak, but he still struggles to rush. Seeing that Shen Shang is about to be killed by the Iron Man of an old man, Shen Shang suddenly disappeared. After Shen Shang disappeared, he immediately appeared behind Lei Yichen. He grabbed Lei Yichen and brought Lei Yichen to Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Divine Mirror of Six Paths has become a wheel. Violent Blade Clan. This group knows that Shen Shang has a fast-moving wheel, so they react very quickly, and they are blocked at the gate the first time. They think that Divine Mirror of Six Paths will fly out, but Divine Mirror of Six Paths suddenly disappeared out of thin air, then appeared outside the lobby door and flew up at a very fast speed. Shen Shang can use space power, but it can't be long-distance teleport, short distance is no problem. Divine Mirror of Six Paths flies up within the ancient fire god sect, a group of people chasing behind. Dean, this Shen Shang is really full of tricks, actually making things like this, we are too small to see him. Yes, he owns Ji Yutong's world-defying divine tool. Are you going to get this world-defying divine tool back? That's not Ji Yutong's refining, it just looks like it. It should be Little Lei. This guy is made according to Ji Yutong's style. The old lady also followed, and she frowned and said, "Weird, the world-defying divine tool in Shen Zhang's hands seems to have a touch of Tao Creation Saint Stone." Only Qin Shuang knows what happened. Shen Shang has an ancient bronze plaque. She guessed that Shen Shang asked Lei Yichen to help him transform Divine Mirror of Six Paths. Lei Yichen also extracted Tao Creation Saint Stone from ancient bronze gongs. Inside the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. "You are really a bunch of idiots, Shen Shang, this brat is a treasure, you actually want to let an outsider, it is so ridiculous." Old lady He smiled. "Well, let your juniors encounter a bit of squatting, then adolescence, in short, Shen Shang is now impossible to return to ancient fire god sect." "Senior Master, we can still grasp Shen Zhang's, how strong the ancient fire god sect's barrier is, you don't know, he can't run out. Ancient fire god sect's dean is very confident." "Yes. If you grab Shen Shang, what are you going to do?" "Give them to Violent Blade Clan and let Shen Shang be the inner disciple of ancient fire god sect," old lady said. "We have an agreement with the Violent Blade Clan, of course, to the Violent Blade Clan. If Shen Shang didn't kill the juniors, maybe I will leave him," Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect said. "Now if you stay with him, he won't be willing. You don't know that he just looked at your eyes, full of contempt, you are a group of waste in his eyes, haha," old lady with a sneer, "with Qin Shuang leave, don't chase it anymore." Qin Shuang was forcibly taken away by old lady, and her strength could not resist. "Grandma, don't you help Shen Shang. Without him, I can't come here, I can't see you at all. Just help my granddaughter once." Normally cold and proud Qin Shuang, like a little young lady, is like a spoiled. "Dead gimmick, you and him together, don't you know this brat? I have to shoot a few times, but he can always be dangerous. You see, just after killing a group of little rascal, you can still run with him. Off, this ancient fire god sect can't stop him." Old lady He smiled. "This brat can get your grandfather's crystal emperor, can get the recognition of God altar spirit, it is no accident that he has certain ability, no need worry." This old lady is Qin Shuang's grandmother, because she knows that Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect wants to sell Shen Shang and Lei Yichen, so she will come out to join in the fun, see the opportunity to help Shen Shang escape, who knows Shen Shang does not have to help. Shen Shang controls the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. The chasing people can't catch up. They can only continue to bombard in the distance. Although the strength is strong, they can't hit the fast-moving Divine Mirror of Six Paths. "Master, how do you get out?" Shen Shang in the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, looking at Lei Yichen was only slightly hurt. Ancient Fire God Sect all around has a barrier, but it's not a breakthrough. Lei Yichen frowns. "Try it, can you open them, and then hide a period of time, we will find a way to break the barrier." "It is good." Shen Shang accelerated the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, making the Divine Mirror of Six Paths a bit faster, but the people who chased after them were also very fast, and they were very tight and difficult to open. "It's not the way to go this way," says Shen Shang, who can see the people chasing him from the Divine Mirror of Six Paths. The Dean and Elder of Ancient Fire God Sect also chased them up, and they knew they were going to help. Violent Blade Clan them. Ancient Fire God Sect is a group of idiots. Shen Shang couldn't help but swear. This group of old fellows is a dead brain. Lei Yichen felt very angry at the moment, because he looked at it and felt that Shen Shang stayed at Ancient Fire God Sect, which was the most beneficial to Ancient Fire God Sect. Ancient Fire God Sect is very big inside, they are chasing for a long time, they are still as usual. Suddenly, there is a voice coming from the sky. I am not in the ancient fire god sect a period of time, how can it become messy? What are you doing? This voice made Lei Yichen full of surprises. He was shouted to Shen Shang hastily, it's my master is back. We are going out, my master will definitely protect us. Shen Shang has great trust in Lei Yichen nature, so he immediately went out with Lei Yichen. After going out, Lei Yichen hastily shouted, Master, someone kills me. At this time, Violent Blade Clan, they have already hit a large wave of energy in the distance, they will cover it, the sky will flash with a blue light, and a blue old man will appear in front of them, gently swinging the sleeves and put that a large wave of energy groups is all open. Seeing this blue old man, Dean and Elder of Ancient Fire God Sect are a bit unsightly. The blue old man is the master of Lei Yichen, Lei Bingyan, the previous generation of the Ancient Fire God Sect. Old Lei, things are a bit complicated, you listen to me. Dean hastily of Ancient Fire God Sect flew over and briefly described the story. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan did not even shoot because they were not the opponents of Lei Bingyan. After listening to Lei Bingyan, he turned to look at Shen Shang and Lei Yichen. Master, they are all wrong. Lei Yichen said. Shen Shang is my disciple, your grand disciple, you must keep him. This brat does have the ability, but, as a member of Ancient Fire God Sect, I naturally want to use Ancient Fire God Sect as the foundation, so today I won't keep him, you go with me. Lei Bingyan swinging his sleeves, he released a light blue mask to cover Lei Yichen and then left with him. Master, what are you doing, you were old son of a bitch, how could you? Lei Yichen did not think his master actually stood Ancient Fire God Sect Dean over there, so that he was angry break cursed. Chapter 3332. Shen Shang is also dumbfounded. He thought that Lei Yichen's master was very good at speaking, but now he has tossed away Yi Yichen. Shen Shang is once again surrounded by the 7 old men of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, the strongest of them being the world-defying Sacred Realm late stage, the others are world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage. If they are single-handed, Shen Shang is not afraid at all, but there are many other people. The old lady came with Qin Shuang again. When they chased it, the movement was very big. At this time, many of the crimes of Ancient Fire God Sect inner sect were alarmed and they came around and looked at Shen Shang. Old Ray, I didn't expect you to do this. Old lady was a little surprised. He didn't think that Lei Bingyan didn't intervene, and he also forced Lei Yichen to forcibly. This little rascal is too evil, I can't help him. Lei Bingyan said. If you want to help, just let it go, if you shoot, the future of Ancient Fire God Sect will be handed over to you. Old lady knows what Lei Bingyan means. If she doesn't intervene, then Ancient Fire God Sect will have no relationship with her. If she intervenes, it is equivalent to her disapproval of the idea of Ancient Fire God Sect. Her previous generation of veterans will take over the various trivialities of Ancient Fire God Sect. Therefore, no matter what the current dean decides, they can't object, and they can't intervene. They can only watch it. Although they used to be the veterans of Ancient Fire God Sect, they don't have the energy to take care of them now. Even if the Ancient Fire God Sect is down, they won't do anything about it. Once the Ancient Fire God Sect's expert, Ji Yutong and Sun Old Ancestor and the others, regardless of the future of Ancient Fire God Sect, they only occasionally come back to visit. Even if the Ancient Fire God Sect is destroyed, there is no relationship with them. The engineers of Ancient Fire God Sect listen, today must not let this person escape. Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect saw that Lei Bingyan did not intervene, and he was relieved, loud voice announced. Shen Shang is surrounded by so many experts that he can't escape even if he can use space power. He is anxious to think of a way. I just stepped into world-defying Sacred Realm, and you are all world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage, the old stage of the late stage. You so many people have killed me a young man. Are you afraid of being jokes when you go out? Ancient Fire God Sect so many young disciplines are watching here. Do you want them to see the Ancient Fire God Sect's elders as such despicable shameless villains? Shen Shang loudly said. What, you want to fight alone? Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect sneered. Well, I will give you a chance. If you can win me, or the 8 elders, I will send you away from Ancient Fire God Sect. Ancient Fire God Sect is also a dead-faced guy. So many of them are so embarrassed to catch a little rascal. Now they are surrounded by so many disciples. If they do, they will take Shen Shang, or push Shen Shang. Dead, I don't know how these fragments view them. Do you talk and talk? Shen Shang said, he still has some unbelief. My Ji Yuming Xuan Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect, of course speaking, if you beat me, or one of the Ancient Fire God Sect 8 great elders next to me, we will let you go today. Ji Yuming Xuan sounds like thunder, shocked the entire Ancient Fire God Sect. Ji Yuming Xuan and the 8 great elder are both world-defying sacred realm late stage. They are not the peak. If they are the peak, they will definitely not do the Elder Dean, they will retreat and hit the higher realm. For example, Qin Shuang's grandmother, Lei Yichen's master Lei Bingyan, who are at the top of world-defying sacred realm, are repelling the impact bottleneck. Qin Shuang kept shaking her grandmother's arm because she knew that Shen Shang couldn't beat the world-defying sacred realm late stage, such as Great Elder and Ji Yuming Xuan. Shen Shang estimated his strength. He felt that if he released the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon and matched his space power, he felt reluctant to have a chance. Now his Divine Mirror of 6 Paths has been rebuilt. Great help. Onlooker's inner disciple. Although it is not clear what happened, but the things in front of you can understand that Shen Shang can safely leave Ancient Fire God Sect as long as he defeats one of Ji Yuming Xuan and 8 Great Elder. He just stepped into world-defying sacred realm and challenged Dean's level of expert. He was ridiculous. Daydreaming, don't say Dean, world-defying sacred realm middle stage, he can't beat. Dean, let us play these disciplines. Yeah, you can beat him with one hand, too boring, let the disciplines practice their hands. Everyone has loud voice talks and kept ridiculing Shen Shang. Ji Yuming Xuan knows that if it is the world-defying sacred realm middle stage, it may not be able to beat Shen Shang. The Divine Mirror of 6 Paths in Shen Zhang's hands is very powerful. Did you decide who to challenge? Ji Yuming Xuan asked. Shen Shang is looking at the 8 great elders carefully. He wants to find the weakest one, but he can't see who is the weakest. He looked at Lei Yichen in the distance. Lei Yichen was covered by his master with a blue mask, could not run out, and could not transmit messages and sounds from inside. Shen Shang. Qin Shuang suddenly gave Shen Shang sound transmission. Little Shuang, who is the old grandma? Shen Shang said in a heart, hastily asked. She is my grandmother. Now she can't intervene. If she intervenes, the consequences will be very troublesome. I am restricted by her actions and can't go out to help you. I am sorry. Qin Shuang's voice is very urgent, obviously she grandma only allowed her to talk to Shen Shang for a while. Nothing, you can find your grandmother, I am happy for you. Shen Shang is not nervous, he is now sure, because his Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon is very strong, not to mention his crazy dragon spirit has become holy, change the worship god dragon spirit. If you are sure, challenge Dean. Dean is also a sword man. His sees into a Tao creation saint stone, so you have to pay attention. Qin Shuang said. And Dean, he is the strength is good with fire, I remember you also use fire, when you fight, don't use the flame to fight him. Isn't the violent fire sword technique? Shen Shang asked. No, you are a sword blood person, but you don't have enough control over the violent fire sword technique. The Dean cultivation base is far above you. The use of the flame is stronger. You fight against him with flames. It is not an opponent. Qin Shuang said. Use your other sword technique, don't use flame strength and violent fire sword technique. What about other elders? How about the strength of other elders? Shen Shang felt that Dean should be the strongest. They are stronger, because they are older than Dean, and some elders are still from the previous generation, but they will stay in the world because they are too late to enter the peak of world-defying sacred realm. Only Dean is younger, Qin Shuang said. Well, Grandma wants to limit me. Next, Qin Shuang can no longer talk to Shen Shang. Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect, I challenge you. Shen Shang made the decision and the voice was slightly heavy. Ancient Fire God Sect's inner disciple was shocked. The young man who entered world-defying sacred realm had to challenge their Dean. Chapter 3333. Ji Yuming Xuan did not expect Shen Shang unexpectedly to choose him, because in many people's eyes, Dean is generally the strongest, and Shen Shang chose this strongest. And Ji Yuming Xuan is more aware of his own strength, compared to the other 8 elders, he can only be considered average. You decided. Ji Yuming Xuan coldly smiled, his face full of ridicule. Of course, who you choose, the result is the same, your current cultivation base is not our opponent. That is, I am a brat, how is your opponent of this group of old fellows? Isn't it too deceiving you? Shen Zhang's voice is full of anger, and the people of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are watching him. Crystal Emperor, only to find a variety of excuses to encircle, are for their own interests. It's all up to you. Ji Yuming took out a white divine sword. When the divine sword appeared, a white flame appeared on the surface of the sword blade. It didn't look very simple. Qin Shuang told Shen Shang that Ji Yu Shangshuan's divine sword joined the Tao Creation Saint Stone, which is a very strong and divine tool that allows Shen Shang to handle it carefully. Ji Yu Mingxuan and the 8 Great Elder are the top of the ancient fire god sect. Outside the ancient fire god sect is the Sea of Fire. For many years, they can definitely find Tao Creation Saint Stone. Shen Shang guess, 8 Great Elders divine the tool must also be refining with Tao Creation Saint Stone, which may be more powerful than Ji Yu Mingxuan. Shen Shang calls 9 Firmaments Divine Sword. His 9 Firmaments Divine Sword is refining with Crystal Emperor, but the contrast Tao Creation Saint Stone is much worse. Fight, as long as I can get through this difficult time, I must redouble my efforts to cultivate, let me have a stronger strength as soon as possible, and then come to Ancient Fire God Sect to find them. Shen Shang was sold out by Ancient Fire God Sect, and he was very wrong. Once he has enough strength, he will never let go of Ancient Fire God Sect. How do you decide to win? Shen Shang asked. Do you want to die for me? Life and death are accurate. In addition, you are conceding yourself. If you don't want to die, look at the opportunity to admit defeat. I will let you live. I believe that by then, you only need to cooperate with Violent Blade Clan. Returning the things you snatched them back, they won't be embarrassing you. Ji Yu Mingxuan said with a sigh of relief. Quote exclamation mark. Your uncle put fart. Shen Shang suddenly roar out. When I grab the thing grandson of the group, you old son of a bitch do not talk nonsense, you detract from Ancient Fire God Sect of Dean, how can have lied for a group of grandchildren? You have to be clear, you are Dean, not a stupid dog who will shake his tail when he sees the bones. Ji Yu Mingxuan is stunned and everyone is stunned. No one has ever seen Ji Yu Mingxuan but Dean of Ancient Fire God Sect, a powerful sect of Ancient Fire God Sect, is Dean arbitrarily abusive? The disciple of Ancient Fire God Sect saw his Dean being shackled and was full of anger. This guy is really arrogant, such a strength, but also challenge our Dean, but also export is not bad, Dean will definitely kill him. Who is this? I have never seen such a arrogant guy. He has the strength, but he is just a rookie who has just stepped into world-defying sacred realm. No, we can kill him by anyone. The people inside are inner disciple, all of them are entering world-defying sacred realm, so they are very confident in their own strength. Ji Yu Mingxuan was so angry that he was insulted by Shen Shang in public, which made him very embarrassed. Don't you want to live? Ji Yu Mingxuan asked with a black face. Of course I want to live, but you don't give me a way to live. Today, even if I die, I won't give you the Crystal Emperor. You are dead, you are not worthy of the Crystal Emperor of the Sun Old Ancestor. Quote. Shen Shang clasps 9 Firmaments Divine Sword in one hand and holds Divine Mirror of 6 Paths in one hand, already murderous looking. Well, I see when you can be arrogant. The white Divine Sword in Ji Yu Mingxuan's hand was shocked, suddenly turned red, and the flame that emerged was like blood. The original imposing Shen Shang suddenly calmed down. It seems that I don't want to fight. How? Fear. Ji Yu Mingxuan just wanted to shoot and saw Shen Shang fighting intent. Even if I beat you, I can't get away from Ancient Fire God Sect today. I saw your fragments all want to kill me, and there are 8 Great Elder, Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan here. Even if I win, it has no use. Ji Yu Mingxuan will have lied not. Ji Yu Mingxuan said with a sneer. I can't believe you, because you don't look like a trustworthy person. Shen Shang cold humph. Humph smiled. We signed the blood contract, this thing is the most useful. Good. Ji Yu Mingxuan also wanted to get out of Shen Zhang's Crystal Emperor, which would give Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan a confession. After signing the blood contract, Shen Shang was relieved. At least he dared to go all out and maybe he could beat Ji Yu Mingxuan. Lei Bingyan is next to the old lady said with a smile, this brat is really a personal thing. If he can run out from here today, then our face of Ancient Fire God Sect is really big. He should have no hope, he is too different from Ji Yu Mingxuan's strength. Old lady shook his head, but he is indeed a good seed. Everyone thinks that Shen Shang will lose, only Qin Shuang has an inexplicable confidence in Shen Shang. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are both calm and composed, as if the Crystal Emperor will soon reach their hands, and their losses are not small. If they can get the more than 10 Crystal Emperors, they feel that even if they lose, it is also very worthwhile. The blood fire of the blood fire divine sword in Ji Yumingshuan's hands, the heat released is like a strong blood energy, pervasive all around, trembling in fear, the atmosphere suddenly becomes very horrible, the strange murderous the aura shrouded, as if it could be heard that countless people were burned in the sea of fire, making a terrible roar. Powerful spiritual appeal, just this murderous aura, can scare a lot of weak people. Shen Shang also feels guilty, the strength of this ancient fire god sect is really strong enough. Ji Yumingshuan murderous aura, his face became very serious, the long sword in his hand was shocked, the blood was shining, the flames flashed, and the body was suddenly shrouded by the flame released by divine sword. Awkwardly, Ji Yumingshuan's burning bloody body suddenly flashed like a phantom, divine sword spurred in the distance, and a flame condense ignited into the hot light. When Shen Shang saw Ji Yumingshuan moving, he used the fastest speed to put the divine mirror of 6 paths in front of him. Just after he had just finished, the red beam had already been lacing. This condense a strong sword chi. That momentum is like being able to penetrate the world. Boom! The beam of sword chi condense was shot down on Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths, and the beam was also radiated out to Ji Yumingshuan. The speed and strength were faster than before. Ji Yumingshuan's reaction was shocking. When he was not aware of it, he quickly evaded. The ray of light beam was radiated back, only to hit his hair, causing a large part of his hair to be burned into chi mist. Chapter 3334. The scene just happened is too thrilling. If Ji Yumingshuan reacts a little slower, I am afraid that the head has been pierced, and the inner disciple is shocked. They look at the hot air and stare at the divine mirror of 6 paths in Shen Shang. This is really a very strong divine tool. That is the divine tool of our Ji Yu Tong Old Ancestor Division, which he stole from ancient fire god sect. Ji Yumingshuan knows that the divine tool is not Ji Yu Tong refining, but he doesn't care so much, because he has to fix it. Once Shen Shang is defeated, it is his. Mainly because he saw that the divine tool can reflect the strength of his sword, which is really rare. This guy is really shameless. Shen Shang snarled in his heart. That's not the refining of Ji Yu Tong Old Ancestor. It doesn't look like it. Lei Bingyan said that he and Ji Yu Tong knew, of course, that his words made Ji Yumingshuan somewhat embarrassed. Shen Shang grips divine mirror of 6 paths with a bit of pain. It was just a blow from Ji Yumingshuan. Ji Yumingshuan's strength is indeed terrifying. No, this way, I will definitely be killed by him. Shen Shang takes a deep breath, urging the 6 beasts in his body, let the 6 beasts merge into the divine mirror of 6 paths and turn them into scarlet fire divine dragon. The 6 beasts' strength quickly entered the divine mirror of 6 paths and soon turned into a scarlet fire divine dragon, but, Shen Shang glanced at the scarlet fire divine dragon and was shocked. The scarlet fire divine dragon is shrouded in bronze, and after the bronze glow glittering, it becomes a spell of a spiral pattern. These spells are set on the scarlet fire divine dragon, causing the strength of the scarlet fire divine dragon to skyrocket. A lot of these bronze mantras, is it because of the ancient bronze enamel? Shen Shang knows that his divine mirror of 6 paths is very powerful and can easily integrate many things into each other. Now, it has successfully integrated the ancient bronze gongs of Ji Yu Tong. After the Azure mantra appeared on Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, it became stronger, and the released strength was also bronze. Shen Shang took a closer look at the flame of the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon mouth, unexpectedly like large in the composition of the small mantra. Shen Shang controls Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon unexpectedly his body, and only then can his strength increase. In short, the diving tool in the hands of Shen Shang is definitely not his. Such a powerful divine tool, definitely cannot fall into the hands of his despicable villain, it will be a disaster in the world. Ji Yumingshuan reversed the black and white words to make Shen Shang angry. I almost vomited blood, as if he said everything is right, it is the most reasonable. I am crazy, actually fighting your shameless old dog, this is the biggest shame in my life. Shen Shang said with anger. Old dog, fight kill me, I just die, the divine tool will follow me, and you will come. Ji Yumingshuan is reluctant to die with divine mirror of 6 paths and Shen Shang. He also knows that such a powerful divine tool can be used so well by Shen Shang, and definitely has a close relationship with Shen Shang. When Shen Shang dies, the divine tool it is very possible to follow the self-destruction. Actually he stole a very powerful divine tool, no wonder there is no fear, but he is still wrong, our Dean is very strong. Dependent on the divine tool, there is no divine tool, he is nothing. Dean, quickly kill him and take back the divine tool. Inner disciple is of course standing on Ji Yu Mingshuan's side, and the continuous loud voice screams to boost Ji Yu Mingshuan's momentum. This group of small hairs, lousy will kill you sooner or later. Shen Shang's eyes suddenly flashed a touch of bronze, and there was a mantra in the white, but everyone did not see it. If he knocks off his clothes at this time, he will definitely see that his skin has many bronze-colored mantras that are shining, giving him a powerful strength. As the language of all-around inner disciple is constantly coming, the anger in Shen Zhang's heart is getting more and more, and Divine Mirror of Six Paths is tightly grasped by one hand and is shaking. Suddenly, Divine Mirror of Six Paths trembled and released a faint bronze color. Ji Yu Mingshuan changed his face and thought that Shen Shang was going to launch an attack. After knowing that Shen Shang was low and roaring hiss, Divine Mirror of Six Paths was actually pinched by him. Broken. Divine Mirror of Six Paths, which was just so hot, was unexpectedly crushed. Everyone is dumbstruck, but it is a very strong divine tool. Divine Mirror of Six Paths. After breaking into a few pieces, the chi mist that fell into the bronze on the way to the ground, chi mist floated up and touched Shen Shang and gradually vanished from sight. Everyone only thought that Divine Mirror of Six Paths was damaged and turned into chi mist dissipated. Impossible, Lei Yichen yelled inside the blue mask, and he knew how strong the Divine Mirror of Six Paths was, because it was his transformation, which contained ingredients of Tao creation Saint Stone and could never be the person crushes with one hand. Not to mention the ingredients of the Tao creation Saint Stone, the Crystal Emperor added inside is not crushed casually. Everyone saw dumbstruck, so the powerful divine tool was actually crushed. They suspected that Shen Shang deliberately destroyed Divine Mirror of Six Paths and didn't want to fall into the hands of Ji Yu Mingshuan, because Ji Yu Mingshuan loved this divine tool very much. I almost got angry with my eyes, and I couldn't wait to win it, so Shen Shang was deliberately destroyed. You actually ruined such a good divine tool. Ji Yu Mingshuan almost roared and shouted. The blood in Shen Shang has turned into bronze, and there are many mantras in it, which happened after the Divine Mirror of Six Paths was formed into a bronze chi mist. Divine Mirror of Six Paths is truly in harmony with him. The sharp-eyed person can find a bronze-colored mantra on the back of his hands, which looks like tattoo. Now, Shen Shang realized how strong those bronzes are. Boom. Suddenly, his 9 firmaments divine sword also shattered and turned into a chi mist into his body. At this time he was already bare-handed. Divine Mirror of Six Paths blends with his body, and the strength of Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon can enter his body more directly, and the Divine Mirror of Six Paths also blends his body, making his blood and bones bronze. What kind of guy is Ji Yu Tong? His broken ancient bronze symbols are so powerful that I have such a powerful strength. Shen Shang feels that his blood is boiling. Ji Yu Mingshuan saw Shen Zhang's eyes as a falcon, standing with his fists clenched, and the blue-grain glittering faint azure light on his forehead looked a bit strange. Pretend, destroy a divine tool, and feel self-satisfied, go to hell. Ji Yu Mingshuan was furious, roaring, robe dancing, red flames rushing out of his body, his white hair wrapped in a blood-colored flame. Ancient fire violent soul is releasing the blood-colored ancient fire, making his flames even more ferocious. Come on, you are this shameless old fool. Shen Zhang's mouth was slightly upturned, showing a disdainful smile. Chapter 3335. Ji Yu Mingshuan saw the smile on Shen Zhang's face, his heart was furious, and he vigorously swung his sword. The air suddenly burst into flames. Countless blood-colored sword shadows flew toward Shen Shang with a burning flame. Everyone saw this overwhelming sword shadow, and they all retreat. They are all really angry. Ji Yu Mingshuan is really a lot of movement. The red sword shadow keeps falling, like countless swords descending from the sky, covering Shen Shang. He doesn't have a divine tool protector, this time he will die. This should be Dean's strongest sword blood. Last time Dean used this trick to kill a powerful world-defying divine beast. The blood shadow will be reborn, as if to penetrate the target of attack. Shen Zhang's place has been shrouded in a blood-colored sword shadow, and everyone feels that Shen Shang is dead. People at Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are a little bit distressed, because when Shen Shang dies, they don't get a Crystal Emperor. Qin Shuang also sees the blood in the heart, she can't save Shen Shang. Hey, Shen Zhang's cold snoring came, and all around the blood-colored sword shadow was instantly shattered and turned into a blood mist tossing into the air. Shen Shang didn't die, and he was still standing there. It can be said that even Mao was not hurt, which is incredible. Ji Yu Mingshuan's face is full of unbelief expression, his mouth is big, and he doesn't believe it is true. Just those who are constantly praising Ji Yumingshuan's tricks, like eating a fly, seeing that they are quite steady, but now Shen Shang is not doing anything. Impossible. Ji Yumingshuan was shocked and could not help but shouted. Shen Shang combines Divine Mirror of 6 paths and his body is Divine Mirror of 6 paths, which absorbs all strengths. I want to see something more impossible. Shen Shang suddenly flashed and directly teleported behind Ji Yumingshuan. Ji Yumingshuan was shocked at the moment when Shen Shang disappeared. He could feel a little space fluctuation. He didn't expect Shen Shang to master the space power. He saw it in the lobby just now, but at that time he was in a chaotic atmosphere. Chaos, he couldn't sense it, and thought of what strange Shang technique used by Shen Shang. Now that he is fighting Shen Shang, it is known that Shen Shang uses space power, above myriad Dao, which is a very difficult rule to master, unless the space-violent soul fusion can be found from above the world-defying soul river, and let it be holy, you can use space power. Everyone saw Shen Zhang's move so fast and felt incredible. They didn't understand why Shen Shang appeared behind Ji Yumingshuan. Ji Yumingshuan is an old fellow. The response is very timely. At the moment when Shen Shang disappears, the body naturally makes various dodges. After avoiding the fists hit by Shen Shang suddenly, he continues to walk and keep a distance from Shen Shang. In the distance, she cut a few swords against Shen Shang and released the strongest blood sword chi. Bloody sword chi flew out, as if to harvest hundreds of millions of lives, with a fierce aura of death, accompanied by a fierce arrogance of Shen Shang. Sword chi, Shen Shang is dead, said an elder. Just after he had just finished, I saw Shen Zhang's fist swaying, hitting the sword chi with a punch, punching a few punches of sword chi, pung pung pung, those few looks very the strong sword chi was smashed by Shen Zhang's, and it exploded like a fireworks. Seeing this scene, Ji Yumingshuan was completely dumbfounded, how strong his bloody sword chi was, and he was very clear about himself. The 8 great elders were also very clear, not to mention Shen Shang, even if they did not dare to not under. But Shen Shang just used a pair of meat fists to blow directly. Everyone swallowed saliva and said, all in front of him, making him feel like an illusion, Ji Yumingshuan, proud of the bloody sword chi, actually was so blasted. The most incredible, Shen Shang is just a person who has just stepped into world-defying sacred realm. Old Ray, do you know what's going on? This brat suddenly becomes very weird. The old lady was also shocked. I don't know, there is no breath on him. The strength comes from him. He is free to let him feel it, but when he punches, I can feel a touch. The strength is very special. Like the strength of a wrath, this brat has world-defying divine beast. Lei Bingyan frowned and said, I don't know what world-defying divine beast, strength is unexpectedly so terrifying. Qin Shuang thought of Shen Zhang's scarlet fire divine dragon, but she didn't think it would make Shen Shang so terrifying. Ji Yumingshuan does not believe in evil. Flying rush over, movement technique of blood-colored lightning, flashing to Shen Zhang's side, facing Shen Zhang's neck. Blood fire divine sword braved the blood-colored fire, close to Shen Zhang's neck, and it was a blood-colored thunder fire that was smashed out of the road. The strength was violent and full of destruction. Little rascal, let you see the Tao creation Saint Stone refining divine sword. Ji Yumingshuan lowered his drink, strengthened the strength, the body poured out an imposing manner, stirred up a wave of fire to the quartet. I saw it, but it is. Shen Shang reached out and grabbed, frowned, forehead blue veins, eyes bronze glittering, terrifying, his hand like bronze, glittering guanghua, the above spells beating, full of charm and infinite profound truth. Ji Yumingshuan's blood fire divine sword was caught. He stared at Shen Zhang's hand and saw the bronze-like hand and the bronze mantra on it. His face suddenly changed and he was full of fear. That is, Lei Bingyan also saw it. Tao creation spell, destroy the bronze. Old lady was scared. Why does this strength appear on this young man? Shen Shang clings to the blood fire divine sword and feels the power of the blood fire divine sword. The divine weapon made by the Tao creation Saint Stone is extraordinary. The other hand azure light shines and squats against Ji Yumingshuan. Shen Zhang's took the knife down, cut Ji Yumingshuan's wrist like a lotus root, and blood fire divine sword was taken by him. He just earned hidden jade villa and let Feng Ka seal it. Everyone saw this scene and was scared to tremble. Ji Yumingshuan is a world-defying sacred realm late stage. The fleshly body is very powerful. His blood fire divine sword is made with Tao creation Saint Stone, and now blood fire divine sword he was caught by Shen Shang and his wrist was cut off by Shen Shang. Those who have just stepped into world-defying sacred realm actually have this strength, which is beyond the imagination of everyone. The most shocking thing is that the 8th Great Elder, Shen Zhang's strength at this time, is enough to crush Ji Yumingxuan. Ji Yumingxuan, let you arrogant, let you reverse black and white, you think you have a strong strength, you can bully me, grab my things, today, I want to let me understand, and I am right with Shen Shang. Shen Zhang's voice was like a sharp knife, with endless resentment. His palms braved the azure light, instantly inserted into Ji Yumingxuan's chest, pulled it out of a hole, and then slapped it on Ji Yumingxuan's old face. A blood-red sword shadow flew out. That is Ji Yumingxuan's Saint World-defying sword soul, unexpectedly beaten out. Lei Bingyan was shocked, and things developed to the present, making him unexpected. Chapter 3336. After being merged into a saint soul, violent world-defying soul has merged with the body divine sea, but now Ji Yumingxuan is flying out of Shen Zhang's slap, which makes people feel terrified. It was not easy to get the satisfaction of violent world-defying soul. Now I was beaten by people and I feel distressed when I think about it. When Ji Yumingxuan was separated from Saint Soul, he felt the pain, like pulling his soul away. He couldn't understand how Shen Shang did it. Being beaten down by Saint Soul, Ji Yumingxuan's strength was greatly reduced. It was only the world-defying sacred realm middle stage. Shen Shang could clearly sense that Ji Yumingxuan's breath has weakened a lot. Ji Yumingxuan was beaten by a slap, and was taken away by a saint world-defying soul, but the loss was heavy, and the loss of blood fire divine sword, which was previously powerful, has now become a weak chicken. Let you put garlic, I will kill you. It's not very good to let Laozi run away. I have to chase after Laozi and go to your uncle. Shen Shang roared and his fists continued to fall in Ji Yumingxuan. On the face, the bronze light glow on the fist continually flashed, and a burst of violent strength was released from the fist, and each punch could make a burst of explosion. Little bastard, stop, an elder roared, Ji Yumingxuan. If they finished, their face of ancient fire god sect was lost, and Adine was dumb, as violent as a dead dog. Nice. Bastard, let go of Ardeen. Ardeen is just in a bad state, only when you are overcast, stop. It must have been a tricky trick, this despicable villain. Shen Shang saw everyone blaming him and making him more serious. Ji Yumingxuan felt that it was a dog. If the group of bastards did not stimulate Shen Shang, he was less guilty, but now he even can't say anything. Shen Shang seems to have a deep hatred with his mouth, arrogantly yelling at his mouth. Indeed, because Ji Yumingxuan always reversed black and white, saying that divine mirror of 6 paths is his like, completely angered Shen Shang, and now Shen Shang got a strong strength. There is such a good opportunity, definitely want to smash Ji Yumingxuan's mouth. The crowd screamed Shen Shang. The more fierce they were, the more fierce Shen Shang screamed, and the group of bastards that Ji Yumingxuan snarled in the crowd, they screamed Shen Shang, which was equivalent to cursing him Ji Yumingxuan, and was quickly killed. Shen Shang didn't expect the bronze strength in divine mirror of 6 paths to be terrifying, so that his strength is comparable to a world-defying sacred realm late stage. He is still somewhat worried because this kind of forced promotion of the strength will definitely be good for the body. There is a lot of damage, and it has improved so much. Ji Yumingxuan has been beaten by the angered Shen Shang, and the original dog face has now been smashed into a face and dying. This guy's skin is not thick, so he was killed. Shen Shang gasped slightly. Ji Yumingxuan was still strong, and the fleshly body was not destroyed by Shen Shang. I won, according to the agreement, you have to let me go. Shen Shang said. Hurry to withdraw the barrier. At this time his fist still flashed the bronze light glow, Tao creation spell was still on, his strength has not been faded. Shen Shang can't kill Ji Yumingxuan either, or the blood contract will be invalid. 8 great elders will not take care of the blood contract and will immediately fight him. Now, if the great elder fight is 8, Ji Yumingxuan will die. Although Ji Yumingxuan's saint world-defying soul was beaten, Shen Shang could not take away the saint world-defying soul, but only allowed him to leave Ji Yumingxuan's body temporarily, so that Ji Yumingxuan's strength weakened. Now that the saint world-defying soul returns to Ji Yumingxuan's body, Ji Yumingxuan is only seriously injured, lying in a period of time can still be alive and kicking. 8 great elder helpless, can only come up with the formation plate, which is the bloody island that can send Shen Shang to the outside. It was Tao creation spell just now. How did he master this kind of thing? Even Ji Yutong could only master a little bit, but he was all this stuff, said Lei Bingyan. I don't know, this brat's bronze divine tool, obviously not made by Ji Yutong, is probably the natural formation of the Tao creation divine tool. Old lady was still surprised. After seeing the teleportation formation, Shen Shang then looks at the old man of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan. Shen Shang, one day, I will take your corpse. Take away our Crystal Emperor, you don't think about it in the future. Give us a wait, today you are lucky, you can escape, it will not be so easy next time. Look what you see, don't hurry, don't you want to thank us for letting you go? The people of Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan are very angry and sneer at Shen Shang. Shen Shang just had to walk into the teleportation formation, and heard that the guys were squatting over there, and the anger that had just been suppressed in his heart suddenly came out. Let you talk. In the wrath of Shen Shang, teleport used to sweep the blood fire divine sword with Ji Yuming Xuan. The heads of the Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan were all cut down under his sword. Everyone was scared on the spot. Many people originally wanted to see Shen Zhang's cursed Shen Shang before he left. But now even half of Fart is afraid to let go, and my heart is afraid to die, worried that Shen Shang holds the sword. Come over and harvest them all like mowing. This is the end of the most incompetent. Shen Shang coldly snorted, into the teleportation formation, and then very shouted, get me open teleportation formation, you loyal slaves, give me a little bit. 8 great elders screamed at the anger that was about to burst, opened the teleportation formation and sent Shen Shang away. Lei Yichen saw Shen Shang leave safely, and he was relieved. He was full of face. After all, Shen Shang was his disciple, and it was still so powerful. Qin Shuang's hanging heart was also put down. Shen Shang once again shocked her, only she is more clear about Shen Shang. She also thinks of the mysterious ancient bronze gong, that is they found in the bloody sea of fire of. After Shen Shang left, those inner disciples saw their dean being lifted away like a dead dog. My heart was very tasteful. I wanted to say Shen Shang, but I was worried that Shen Shang would suddenly emerge to kill him. Kneeling. Ancient fire god sect is very face to face. 8 great elders are seriously warning the onlookers of inner disciple, so that they don't talk about it. If they are found to leak things today, they will be severely punished. The most devastating loss was Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, all of which were destroyed by Shen Shang, and each time it was a group of seconds, it was necessary to have more pockets and more pockets. I feel that they are too poor to die. Shen Shang was transferred to Bloodwind Island and saw the city where Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan were built. He directly threw Heaven Creation Cauldron stove out, slammed it down, and immediately jumped. The city was completely destroyed by Shen Shang. Chapter 3337. Shen Shang entered the Sea of Fire and recovered the actual look. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths flew in the Sea of Fire, and he shouted in the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. His uncle, I am dying. Shen Shang kept rolling, and after the strength was withdrawn, the pain spread a little bit, and then gradually increased so that he could only scream. This is a side effect. Feng Ke said. It seems that next time you don't want this, use it a few more times, maybe you will be abolished. Feng Ke came out of Hidden Jade Villa and looked at Shen Zhang's injury. He was shocked because the strong bones in Shen Shang had cracks and almost all broke. She hastily let Mai and Jing's sisters release their regenerative power, stabilize Shen Zhang's injury, and slow down the negative effects of the strength. If there isn't the power of the regeneration of Mai and Jing's sisters, Shen Zhang's body may have been broken at this time. It won't be used to kill next time. Shen Zhang's painfully weakened and said with panting. Your Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is different. The strength inside is very special. Next time you need to resist that strength, or just let Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon come out and fight, you can absorb it yourself. It's too painful, said Feng Ke. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths stopped in the bloody fire of the sea. In this vast sea of fire, Shen Shang was safe. He needed Jing's healing, which was too heavy. This harvest is still very big. Shen Shang said with a smile. Ancient Fire Violent Soul, Blood Fire Divine Sword, this is a good thing, just don't know if you can take full control of the Blood Fire Divine Sword, says Feng Ke. It doesn't matter if you can't control it. When you sell that's alright, I'm already merging my Tao Creation Saint Stone anyway. Shen Shang doesn't care about it. He snatched Blood Fire Divine Sword just to make Ji Yuming Xuan angry. Hematemesis. If Ji Yuming Xuan knows what he thinks, then at least 2 barrels of blood. I have to hurry and go to the world-defying Soul River to find the Saint World-defying Dragon. This guy must have been sold by Ancient Fire God Sect. Shen Shang has always been concerned about this. At the beginning, he asked Lei Yichen to take him to the world-defying Soul River, but suddenly had such a thing, and now he can only go by himself. It's a pity. If you haven't gotten any benefit from the master, you have to leave ancient fire god sect. Shen Shang thinks of Lei Yichen, and feels a little regret. I have been very worried about Shen Zhang's Lei Yichen. If I know it, I will definitely open the disciple with a kick. Before I leave, I still want to hang him in this honest man. Hey, there is beautiful little Shuang Shuang. I don't seem to have any convenient from her. It's a big loss. Shen Shang is even more regrettable. Qin Shuang, the granddaughter of the Sun-Old ancestor, was cold to him, but now he admires him very much, and he won't be embarrassed about what she eats tofu. Feng Ke gave Shen Shang a big eye. You are a conscience guy, always thinking about girls. I am going to world-defying Soul River, but before that, I have to catch a little Tao Creation Saint Stone. Shen Shang said with a smile, Little Ka, what about your finger? When you are hurt, let's talk. Feng Ka coldly snorted. Shen Zhang's injury recovered very slowly, and it took a month to complete. Now he is holding Feng Ka's golden needle and looking for Tao Creation Saint Stone in the Sea of Fire. After searching for more than 10 days, he only found a small grain, and then the golden needle didn't work, and it always turned around. There may be no Tao Creation Saint Stone here, let's go and look at world-defying Soul River, said Feng Ka. Now the problem is coming, Shen Shang doesn't know how to get to world-defying Soul River. Where is world-defying Soul River? What is it like? Shen Shang was very curious about this. He's uncle, I don't know how to go now, I'll know master before. No way, Shen Shang can only go to Heavenly Flame City first. Heavenly Flame City, Shen Shang left a secret here. Only these secrets can be understood by Qin Shuang and Wang Dao. If they come here to see these secrets, they know that Shen Shang is here. Shen Shang intends to wait here for a period of time. If Qin Shuang and Wang Dao don't come, he will smear the secret and go to other places to find out how to get to world-defying Soul River. He inquired about a period of time in Heavenly Flame City, only to know that it is not easy to go to world-defying Soul River. Even the Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan children here need to pass very strict assessment. Because there are a lot of violent world-defying soul on the world-defying Soul River, once you get there, it's easy to get those violent world-defying soul. If you go too many, the violent world-defying soul will gradually decrease. So the gates to the world-defying Soul River are strictly controlled, and there are plenty of experts to sit down. In addition, Shen Shang also found out that if the strength is strong, people with status, it is very easy to go to world-defying Soul River, and world-defying Soul River is also known as world-defying Sacred Realm. Both world-defying, there are many experts in the late stage of Sacred Realm, and there are many experts at the top of world-defying Sacred Realm. Shen Shang, Ududly, waiting patiently in the room, heard someone knocking at the door. His heart was ecstatic, hastily went to open the door. After opening the door, I saw that Wang Dao, the half-ghost old man, was originally happy with Shen Shang, and suddenly became a, go to your uncle, face. Death little rascal, what is your expression? How did you meet me like a ghost? Wang Dao looked uncomfortable and walked in. Shen Shang originally thought that it was Qin Shuang. He was looking forward to the beauty of the drama. I know that it was Wang Dao, and he was disappointed. You are not saying that you have to travel around. It will take a few days, then you will come back here, you are going to swim. Shen Shang said with no anger. It's not fun outside, I'll be back. Wang Dao sighed. I want to go to the park to see it, but I have no doorway, I have to come back here. The paradise in Wang Dao's mouth is world-defying Soul River. Hearing Wang Dao, Shen Shang is even more disappointed, because he also wants to go, even Wang Dao can't do anything. Is there a way to do it? How about going in? Shen Shang asked. No, there are at least 10 world-defying Sacred Realm peaks guarding the old things, just being close, they are smashed into gray. Wang Dao said, but I heard that I can afford Myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal, you can pass. My Myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal is artificially refined into. Shen Shang shook his head. Yeah, he only needs to form naturally. Wang Dao frowned and said, 100 million pounds can go in, I don't know how many furnaces to be refined. Selling Dan can earn a lot of Myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal. Shen Zhang's pill spirit can condense Myriad Dao Divine Soil Dan and Soul Defying Saint Pill, but he thought, this is not realistic, if he sells Soul Defying Saint Pill it will soon be known by Ancient Fire God Sect. Dean Ji Yumingshuan of Ancient Fire God Sect now wants to stew him, and he must be looking for him everywhere. Chapter 3338. Even if you sell Dan, you have to sell it for a long time. At that time, Saint World Defying has long been eaten without bones. Wang Dao saw Shen Shang thinking about it. There is no way, he laughed. I suddenly thought of the door. I have a way, but you refuse to go, but I don't care. What? Shen Shang was curious. World Defying Soul River also has heaven and earth treasure. There are a lot of rich resources. There are some big forces on it. In order to be able to mine faster, they will collect some good people and sign blood contract with these people. As long as they are workers of a period of time, they can be taken to the World Defying Soul River. Wang Dao took a sip of tea and said, "This is what my former friend told me." Half-ghost old man, are you really going to go? You can so squat. This is selling is a slave, you can't be so dignified. Well, how long do you want to sell? I want to try. After saying that, Shen Zhang's attitude has also changed. Wang Dao looked at Shen Shang with a contemptuous look. Sell for about 10 years, but this time is harder, you young people may not be able to hold back, so you still don't want to go. Oh, don't think again, I will go first. Wang Dao left after he finished. Shen Shang feels that she can be embarrassed for 10 years, but only need to find the Saint World Defying Dragon before. After Wang Dao left, Shen Shang was very anxious to walk around the room. He didn't know how to get to World Defying Soul River. 2 days later, someone knocked at the door. Shen Shang lazily opened the door and said impatiently, "What are you doing again?" Shen Shang said this sentence, smelling a familiar fragrance. This is Qin Shuang body fragrance. Shen Shang is too familiar. How? If you don't see it for a few days, you hate me. Did you look down on me after Ji Yumingshuan's violent meal? Qin Shuang snorted. Where? I thought it was a half-ghost old man. Shen Shang smiled very brightly. Little Shuang, I want to die. I thought I would never see you again. I can see you really. Great, I am willing to live for a few years. Poor mouth, go in and say. Qin Shuang coldly snorted, pushed Shen Shang to the door. So what are you doing? Shen Shang squats happily said with a smile. Bastard, more and more impudent, and the strength is getting worse. Qin Shuang stunned him with a white look, that jade face is full of frost. Shen Shang quickly greeted her to sit down and pour her tea. When you came, have you been tracked? Shen Shang was a little worried. Reassured, I am not that stupid. Qin Shuang took a sip of tea, and now she is relieved when she sees Shen Shang. She was worried about Shen Zhang's before, because Shen Zhang's strength suddenly rose, it must pay a certain price. This is what her grandmother told her, who knows that this brat unexpectedly full of thoughts in her mind, thinking about her life, awkward no, she is very angry. Little Shuang, you are so anxious to come to me, do you miss me too? Shen Shang happily said with a smile, we really have a heart. Whoever misses you, don't talk nonsense. Qin Shuang cold humph said, I just want to see if your rascal is dead. Shen Shang is leaning her legs and drinking tea, said with a smile, how could I be so easy to die? Right, did my master give me a message? Qin Shuang nodded, yes, he told you not to go to World Defying Soul River. Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan already know that you kill them many experts. If you go up, you will be chased by the above expert. Afraid of what? How can I find them so easily? Shen Shang didn't care. I am not here right now. Again, World Defying Soul River is so easy to go. Half-ghost old man now go selling is to go to World Defying Soul River. World Defying Soul River is different from here. You can easily find them on it, because above, your breath can't be hidden. It's easy to be traced by those experts. Your sample of strength has been sent. Qin Shuang also disagreed with Shen Shang to World Defying Soul River. Little Shuang, Saint World Defying Dragon is on the top. Don't forget, Saint World Defying Dragon has helped us. This guy is honest, but he was sold by Ancient Fire God Sect and went to World Defying Soul River. Both Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan know that Saint World Defying Dragon has Tao Creation Saint Crystal, which is estimated to be awkward. I have to go up and help him. These words made Qin Shuang wrinkle and ponder. Although she is a woman, she is also a loyal person. The Saint World Defying Dragon is really good for them. The Saint World Defying Dragon just entered the Ancient Fire God Sect and was placed on the World Defying Soul River. Obviously the Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan, the group of people, Ancient Fire God Sect, did this. Regardless of how the saint world-defying dragon is on it, Shenshang has to take a trip. Little Shuang, do you have a way to go up? Shenshang asked. There is a solution, just need to use Crystal Emperor. Qin Shuang sighed, and now she has agreed to Shenshang to go to world-defying Soul River. Nothing, Crystal Emperor, I can refine anything. Shenshang happily said with a smile. Well, I know that my grandfather has an ancient teleportation formation here that can be transferred to the world-defying Soul River and requires at least 3 Crystal Emperors to open, Qin Shuang said. No problem. In the following time, Shenshang used the time domain in Hidden Jade Villa to quickly refine the Crystal Emperor, mainly using Myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal, which took a lot of time. A month later, Shenshang successfully produced 4 Crystal Emperors. Right, you know what happened when you last battled with Ji Yu Mingshuan? Qin Shuang asked. I don't know, you know. Shenshang was also curious about that situation. You combined the mysterious Dao creation spell. Qin Shuang said. My grandmother said that Dao creation spell was the earliest time to condense all kinds of big Dao force mantras. This is the earliest thing, so it is very powerful and mysterious. These mantras should be in the bronze symbols, Qin Shuang said. How do you use these Dao creation spells? Shenshang didn't know anything about Dao creation spell. Grandma said, adding a little when refiner alchemy will be very powerful. Qin Shuang said. You time, try it, can you control these Dao creation spell, write Dao creation spell with your strength. Shenshang nodded. Okay, let's go to world-defying Soul River now. You go to that's alright yourself, teleportation formation can only let one person go at a time, I want to accompany my grandmother, she said grandpa will come back to find her. Qin Shuang shook his head, when I am strong, I will go find your. Qin Shuang came to the teleportation formation with Shenshang. On the way, she was yelling at Shenshang. Like a little wife, she made Shenshang warm. When I left, Qin Shuang, who was usually cold, unexpectedly kissed Shen Zhang's lips. She originally planned to kiss her, but Shenshang was very generous. She would not let her kiss, but hold her and let her I have been in love for a long time. Finally, Qin Shuang blushes and squats while picking up various things and watching Shenshang transfer away. Chapter 3339. After the teleportation formation was opened, Shenshang came to the world-defying Soul River. After the teleportation formation was opened, Shenshang came to the world-defying Soul River. Sure enough, it's a river. Shenshang only saw a long, wide river in front, but the river was black and there was a lot of light in the river, the violent world-defying soul. Is this the first layer world-defying Soul River? Shenshang looked up at the sky, only to see a higher light in the sky across the sky, that is the second floor of the world-defying Soul River, in a very high place. There aren't many people on the world-defying Soul River, but the people who come here are very strong. Qin Shuang told him before and let him pay more attention. Look where the saint world-defying dragon is. Shenshang took out the dragon scales and turned around in search of the direction of the saint world-defying dragon. After he turned in one direction, the dragon scales lit up. The dragon scales shines well, indicating that the saint world-defying dragon is in excellent condition at this time. Fortunately, Shenshang breathed a sigh of relief. He couldn't see the dragon scales shining when he was below. Feng Ke felt very curious and said, the riverbanks on both sides of the world-defying Soul River are very spacious. It seems to be a small world. I don't know what is on the two sides. Shenshang is now very close to the world-defying Soul River. He can see trees on both sides of the river. There are many violent world-defying souls in the river, but after he approaches, unexpectedly find that those violent world-defying soul are not easy to grab. What is going on here? Isn't the world-defying Soul River that I am going to be different from this one? Shenshang felt very confused. Although he could see a lot of light in the river, he couldn't get it and used it. The spirit is not good either. Now he finally understands why people like Violent Blade Clan and Soul River God Clan say they are on the world-defying Soul River, but it is not easy to get the violent world-defying soul. He speculated that while on Myriad Dao, the spirit could go to the heart of the world-defying Soul River, where the violent world-defying soul was the most, and he is now on the shore of the world-defying Soul River, seeing violent world-defying soul, but it is the very weak violent world-defying soul, which is of little value. If you want to find violent world-defying soul, you have to sneak into the river to find. I don't know if there is any danger below. Shenshang would like to give it a try, but he has important things now. He is going to find the saint world-defying dragon. Qin Shuang doesn't know much about world-defying Soul River, so Shen Shang can't know much useful things from her mouth. You can only ask someone to ask. Shen Shang heard that Wang Dao said that there are a lot of resources on it. Maybe Wang Dao is now selling it to this place. He walked in the direction of the Saint World-defying dragon, which did not require him to cross the river, otherwise there would be some trouble. It could not fly here, and he could not teleport to the other side of the river using space power. The river was too wide. He was a little scared when he swam, because the river was black and lacquered, and the sinister terrifying could not be said. Shen Shang soon passed through a forest. When he passed through the forest, he found many floating spots in the forest. Unexpectedly, it was violent world-defying soul. It was just a kind of core, dying violent world-defying soul. Violent world-defying soul can also go ashore. Shen Shang felt very novel. After passing through the forest, he suddenly noticed that several people were resting under a mountain. He did not know who it was, and the group also found him and waved at him. "Brat, come over, don't be afraid, we won't eat you." He was talking about a middle-aged uncle, wearing a black armor. He leaned on a stone and was drinking. Shen Shang walked over with great vigilance. Among the 4 people, 1 middle-aged, 1 old man, the other 2 are women, one of whom is sweet and lovely. After seeing Shen Shang, she smiles sweetly at Shen Shang. The other one is cold, wearing a set of black skin-tight clothes, and the body is very fiery. When Shen Shang came over, it was only coldly stunned by Shen Shang. "Little rascal, are you interested in joining our team?" Middle-aged uncle said with a smile. "I Song Tianchuan, this old man is Qin Taiyu, call him Qin old man, that's all right. That sweet little girl is Du Ruk, the cold one is Yu Yilan." "What about you?" asked Song Tianchuan. "Shen Shang." Shen Shang doesn't know what this team is doing. "Captain, this brat is a rookie at first glance. I also know how he got into the world-defying Soul River. Look at the atmosphere, just step into world-defying sacred realm. Is it appropriate for him to join our team?" Qin Taiyu, this small old man, said. "This is no problem, I see his suit. You have to know, it is very difficult to find someone now. What happened to the rookie?" "We are not all from the rookie," Song Tianchuan said with a smile. "This, Song uncle, what are you doing with this team?" Shen Shang asked. "Hunting soul beast, you shouldn't know what the soul beast is." Sweet woman Du Ruk saw Shen Zhang's look, and the delicate little face was a little surprised. I really don't know. Shen Shang is not sure. It's violent world-defying soul's imaginary beast, it's very strong, and this mad soul beast knows how to eat and sculpt, and we can go to the myriad Dao divine soil crystal, said Song Tianchuan. What direction do you want to go? I am going there now. Shen Shang pointed in one direction because the Saint world-defying dragon was there. We are also going there is a mad soul beast there. Song Tianchuan said with a smile. Join us, there are 4 of us, you just have to look at that's alright, when it will also give you some benefits. Well, I am joining. Song Tianchuan is so enthusiastic, Shen Shang does not want to refuse, and they together, but also know something, it can be much safer. Song Tianchuan looked at his other 3 players. Well, the captain, you said no problem, no problem. Qin old man has no opinion. This little brat is very pretty, very thick, and it's not bad to join us. Du Ruk's eyes were like a crooked crescent, sweet smile. Shen Shang thought in my heart, you little girl is bigger than me, actually said that I am little brat. The cold-faced beauty of the fiery body did not speak, it is the default. Up to now, Yu Yilan has not said a word, although she does not speak, but looked at Shen Shang with a look of disappointment, so Shen Shang is very upset. Child, how did you come to world-defying Soul River? Du Ruk was very curious and asked with a sweet voice. Call me a child, Lousy is taller than you, better than you, and you don't look much bigger. Shen Shang is very speechless. Shen Shang reluctantly sighed. I have been selling for 15 years and helped people to dig for 15 years of stone before they regain their freedom. Everyone secretly nodded because many people used this method. Qin old man was selling his body. That kind of day was really bitter, which made him feel a lot. Then you are good at that? Du Ruk asked again. I am good at running the road. Shen Shang thought about it and said. Chapter 3340, this is indeed what Shen Shang is best at. If he is not good at this, he will die long ago. This is indeed what Shen Shang is best at. If he is not good at this, he will die long ago. Du Ruk Ku Kai smiled. Don't make trouble, I ask you which aspect is good when you are fighting. Sneak attack, Shen Shang said in a serious way. Oh. Du Rook suddenly felt that Shen Shang was very interesting, aside from the sneak attack. What other attack methods are good at? Face, Shen Shang said again, this is really good at him. Du Rook groaned, smiled and asked. What about the weapons you use often? Sword, said Shen Shang. Can you show me your sword? Du Rook asked the question, and their team is more concerned. After all, Shen Shang is a new player, they have to figure out the details of Shen Zhang's. Shen Shang took out 9 Firmament's divine sword. It looks pretty, Du Rook said with a smile. Can that elder sister send me a good one? Shen Shang scratched his head. Little brat, just got into the team, I want to occupy elder sister's convenient, little slippery. Du Rook lighted with a smile. When I grab a good one, I will give it to you. Stingy ghost, Shen Shang muttered. Du Rook said with no anger. I really have no better sword than yours, well, next time I get a good one, I will give it to you, hey, don't be angry. Do you often do things like grabbing things? Shen Shang asked. Occasionally, when we see the big fat sheep, we will open it. Du Rook used the sweet voice to say with a smile. Shen Shang worried in a moment, actually he entered the bandit squad, these 4 people are very good, world-defying sacred realm middle stage, cultivation base is higher than him, they can come to world-defying Soul River, it is very capable in itself. Let's go, let's hurry now, we have to stay away from world-defying Soul River before dark. Song Tianquan looked serious. Why, are we not far from world-defying Soul River now? Shen Shang did not understand. Not far enough. Song Tianquan looked at the direction of world-defying Soul River. It's dark, it's the time when violent world-defying soul came out to eat, you haven't seen that scene. Shen Shang shook his head. It's best not to see the scene, it will scare you. Qin Taiyu he smiled. The violent world-defying soul in trillion counts you can imagine, a violent world-defying soul only needs to absorb you have a little strength and you are immediately sucked. The violent world-defying soul on this world-defying soul river is very terrifying. As long as you are closer to them, they can absorb the energy in your body. Although it is only a little bit, but the numerous violent world-defying soul add up, you are finished. Du Rook said. Let's go quickly. When violent world-defying soul comes out, it should be covered here. Shen Zhang's knowledge of world-defying soul river has once again subverted. The world-defying soul river is not as good as he imagined. If these people didn't tell him, he is still walking slowly here. Along the way, everyone rushed away from the world-defying soul river. When it was dark, they had already turned over a few mountain scenes. They stood on a mountain and looked at the distant light glow in the distance. The bright light glow covers a large sky, and the violent world-defying soul from world-defying soul river illuminates half the sky. Going in the night is a nightmare. Qin Taiyu said. Many people have just come here, and if they don't understand it, they will die inside. What if I jump into the world-defying soul river? Shen Shang couldn't help but shudder because he almost jumped into the world-defying soul river before, and he wanted to go down. Suicide. Du Rook only said 2 words. But, how do you cross the river? Shen Shang took a deep breath, he almost committed suicide before, too dangerous. Crossing the river. There is nothing on the other side of the river. No one knows, there is a mystery there. Song Tianquan shook his head. Many idiots are attracted to the mysterious side, want to swim, and eventually die in the river. Shen Shang almost became such an idiot, but fortunately he was going to find the Saint World-defying dragon, and there was no past. The Saint World-defying dragon saved his life in the invisible. When I was looking for violent world-defying soul, I went to world-defying soul river and thought that violent world-defying soul was weak, but after they came to world-defying soul river, they knew how terrifying violent world-defying soul was. This is just a layer of violent soul in the world-defying soul river. After the break, they started their journey again. Shen Shang learned that they were going to a place called Sky River Mountain Range, where there was a mad soul beast, many people were there, and there was Tao Creation Saint Stone unearthed. Over. At dawn, they came to a small town outside the Sky River Mountain Range, where there are many squads, all of them ready to enter the mountains, or just out of the mountains. Hey, isn't this Song Tianquan? You haven't seen a few months, your team has a little rascal. It looks like a rookie. You're really mixed, and in order to make up the players, even the rookie. Soft chick is still so sweet. Yu Yilin is still not talking in a word, even laughing. Song Tianquan they seem to be very famous. They walked on the streets of the small town, and some people greeted them one after another, or teased them a few words. Shen Shang also felt strange. He suspected that Yu Yilan couldn't speak for so long. Yu Yilan unexpectedly said nothing in one sentence. Song uncle, are you very strong? How is it so famous? Shen Shang asked curiously. That is, of course, we have hunted the famous violent soul dragon horn beast in Soul Beast, and we have been here for many years, and many people know us, Duruk said. This way, what did you do before you ran to the river? So dangerous, Shen Shang asked. Isn't it still chasing a violent soul golden pung? Hey, can't catch up. Chin Taiyu sighed. If you catch it, tame it, maybe you can take us to the other side to see it. Violent soul golden pung is a beast that can fly. Shen Shang suddenly thought of her own scarlet fire divine dragon. I don't know if I can fly here. If I can cross the river to see it. The flying soul beast is very strong, and it is still in the air, it is difficult to catch. Song Tianchuan said. Maybe these flying mad soul beasts often go to the other side of the river, so they get stronger strength from the other side and become very strong, Duruk said. There is this possibility. Song Tianchuan took the team and went to an inn to drink and eat. Song Tianchuan they just sat down and there was a shower hastily ran over. Uncle Song, your enemy is here. In shower said very anxiously. Who? Song Tianchuan hastily asked. Our enemies are gone. The mad knife and 5 tigers. The words of the inn shower made the entire inn silent.